Sup, everybody, I'm Tears back at it again with Zenless Zone Zero gameplay. Alright, sorry. Sup, I'm here. Wait, hold on, sorry. Hey, sup? Nam's here. Yeah, I'm back. With more Zenless Zone Zero gameplay. This time around, we will be watching Fufu's Agent's Story. Wow! Anyway, yeah, that's it. I guess I should have done it earlier, but you know, I just didn't. I haven't clicked on the TV so we can see the new artwork and animations they have in store for us right now. Wow, that's really nice. I love the little leg warmers. Yeah, I think the leg warmers, and then put the same thing on our arms. I think they're going for an older style. And by older style, I mean like 80s. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know about what to do for preamble. I did my dailies already. I think everything looks like it should be fine. I think I want to put the audio right around here. I think I want to put it about the same as mine. And so their speaking will be about below. It'll be audible, very audible, but below where I have. Alright, I think that's all set. I remember last time, freaking last agent story was Anby's, which was in 1.6 because they didn't have one in 1.7. So yeah. Missing one patch of agent stories, and it already feels like it's been so long. But yeah, as I recall, the special, you know, oh yeah, this should be all unlocked, so I can do this. But there's a, this, Anby's agent story was unfortunately, with some errors, but a prelude or a prologue to her own agent story, because it talks about how she got information and when she started looking for Twiggy, or getting on the trail of Twiggy. And so that's what the little story you get out of Soldier Zero Anby's little battle missions. Yes, little special battle missions. Story battle. So there might be something here, but I don't know if I should do it before or after the main story. Maybe I'll do one by one. Actually, I believe, yeah, look at this. There's no selection beyond this. I believe agent stories now are mostly, instead of being like a sort of very dissected structure, will just be try to go off as one whole thing. So, you know, I couldn't do a pattern of finish the first third of the story, then do some of that special. So, well, that's kind of unfortunate. And would then require a change of plans. Alright, but I'm wondering if anything else. I think the main thing I wanted to address, story so far. Fine. It's okay. But yeah. I'm talking about Fufu now. Fufu was fine. I really liked her. I thought she was cute. I think she's easily my second favorite out of the Suiban Temple characters. My favorite is unironically Yi Shi-Wan. I think that's his name, Yi Shi-Wan. Not to be confused with Yi Zhuan or Zhu Yuan. Alright, but yeah, I still like him. It was nice to have him as a straight man for the relatively goofy crew of the Suiban Temple. You know, the logical character. I just think he was nice to have around for the story. It is sad that he was the one non-playable character, which is really funny. I would expect him to be an A-rank agent. I don't expect him to die off because he does show up in... other people mentioned it, and I did finally see it for myself. He does show up in the Suiban Temple repairs storyline with the ladders, sky ladders. You know, it passes them around, and so it's hard to believe they would actually, you know, change that up any of those cutscenes. It's hard to buy that they would change up any of those cutscenes just because he might die. So it would be very narratively, cognitively dissonant. Something like that. Ludonarratively dissonant. Just see him again if he were to die. Or betray us. So I never got the feeling of traitor. Like you really only get the feeling that he's a traitor by looking at him. Which is, hey, that's judging a book by its cover. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. He doesn't do anything suspicious, I don't think, at all. So yeah, it's hard to buy that he's actually a traitor with what they've shown us. He just seems like a character. But a character that they didn't make an agent, which is suspicious in its own right. Sorry. Other things I want. I think I should just go into it. Try to get through the story of Tiger's Billowing Roar. Is that what that's called? I thought it was. Hold on. No, yeah, the Legend of the Tiger Warrior. Okay. It's interesting that they put that there. Oh, also the last one was Out of Sight. I forgot about Out of Sight. I think Out of Sight was the first one where they didn't make it very divisible. Because I think Anby's story was divisible into 3 parts, but they just made Trigger's one whole thing. I forgot about that. Anyway, suspect the same thing here. Tiger's Billowing Roar is the event, my bad, not the story. Alright, but story broadcast. Legend of the Tiger Warrior. The hero has made her appearance, just like in the beginning of many martial arts movies. Wow. I suspect there's more dialogue, because that's something I like to read. I like to read those little blurbs, but instead they're here at those scrolling bars. I wish the right stick would move them around, because I would like to read those, but instead it's an auto-scrolling bar. Just let my right stick, I'm moving it around, you can hear it, it's not doing anything, so just let my right stick control how fast that moves, so I can read it, like, at my pace. I pressed the wrong button.
No
I had to...
on my end. Belle, did you find anything?
I have to keep pressing skip. Thank you. Yeah. I don't have to go through this whole story, because I misclicked the B button, because I'm using a Nintendo controller, so I saw the letter B and I pressed it, even though that's my A button. Okay, thank goodness. Alright. No more dumb misclicks. I want to read this. Tiger Descending the Mountain 1. Ethereals can feed on ether and miasma, but mystics can't just live on spiritual energy alone. You gotta have all sorts of good food. Senior Fufu works so hard, it's totally fair to ask Junior Yinhu to whip up something special, right? Alright, so that's that story. Alright, I think I will just continue with the main story. That probably will also be a prelude into this, but I'll save it for later. Also, I saw that that's the reward for this entire story. Anyway, that's, yeah, it's permanent content, so I don't want to make it give too much. Yeah, you gotta do the events if you want the resources, or the free currency. That's kind of lame, to be honest. I don't like that. So maybe I'm spoiled by other older gotchas. That's a fun opening. I like that.
In the Hollow Era, the court was corrupt with decadence. The martial world stood leaderless. Bandits ran rampant, and people suffered unbearably.
Sorry, I was just thinking about how I do have popcorn. I can make popcorn, and it would be fitting to just be eating popcorn while doing this. I'd rather not. I can't just show the popcorn on screen either because I don't webcam. So, but it would be funny to go through the story while eating popcorn, and it makes total sense. Not just because it's a movie, but because Huawei, the popcorn pot.
Yet heroes of righteousness still rose up, blades drawn and raised to champion justice.
Wait a second. Wait, that's what I'm reading on screen is not what was said at all. Hold on.
Yet heroes of righteousness still rose up, blades drawn and raised to champion justice.
Yeah, that just was a completely different line. I think I like it more than. However, there are always righteous warriors, drawing their swords and wielding their blades, standing for justice and chivalry. Yeah, the narrator did it, I think, much better with his. He was able to.
Yet heroes of righteousness still rose up, blades drawn and raised to champion justice.
Yeah, you can shorten out a couple of words and it still sounds pretty good. I think that what he said sounded better than what was written.
The frontier town of Phylum Heights had seen frequent bandit raids, until one day a warrior emerged from the mountains with a roar.
I like this narrator. I liked how he said "with a roar" because he didn't have that inflection for all the other words, but he added it for roar. That's pretty good. Also, Phylum Heights. I think that makes sense, but I'm pretty sure everyone has been calling it Phalium. Oops.
Who dares disturb the peace on our streets?
She's definitely trying her best. I appreciate Huawei flying. I don't think I realized he could do that, but it makes a lot of sense.
Huh? Oh, where'd this hero pop up from?
He's doing good.
Is this part of the script?
I told you to read the script carefully.
Well, at least they're doing the best.
I'm a disciple of Yunquei Summit. I won't stand by and watch you do this.
Also forgot. All right, need to be careful not to move the mouse. I've disconnected my other controller. I was wondering why some of my clicks weren't going. Sorry. Continuing.
What the hell am I supposed to say to that?
You didn't read it either?
Man, these guys are great.
A Yunquei Summit disciple? You mean...
Huawei to arms!
I appreciate that noise from Huawei.
Oh, right. Huawei is the arms.
Oh.
Watch as our heroine swings her club with skill and throws her fists with fierce precision. The vicious bandits are left trembling, their courage shattered, and their menace stripped away. What a young hero in the making. Another beautiful tale to go down in history. At least it would, if the bandits were actually bandits.
I'm glad this seems to be an actual narrator, not just an in-universe one. But they're narrating this story. That's a nice way to go about it. I like that so far.
Please spare them, good lady. They're not bandits.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I see that. Quotation mark down there. The director explains at length until our heroine, Fufu, finally understands how movies are made. What? Alright, so is she just really stupid? First off. Anyway. Oh, wait. Never mind. I think she's actually beating them up.
Wow, that's awesome! I loved watching those movies with martial arts heroes when I was little.
Okay, she was just beating up actors.
Ouch! Well, it feels like you're a real expert now.
What the heck did she say? I need to go back and see that. And I can't. Yeah, I think she's just stupid, is what we're getting out of this so far.
Maybe it's because I've watched so many movies. I feel I should always step in and help whenever I see injustice.
Bruised extra. Nice, okay.
Wow. You might want to watch less then.
That's understandable. I like that guy.
I was too impatient and clueless just now. I barely left the mountain, so I didn't know any better. If I've caused any trouble, I apologize.
We're really grateful for you sparing us, good lady.
Oh, I want to hear that again.
We're really grateful for you sparing us, good lady.
Really grateful for you sparing us. Good lady, I like that. Catching his breath too.
I get it now. You're actually a young master from Yunquay Summit, right?
We're all workers from Phylum Heights, working part-time as extras on the set to support our families.
Yeah, no. Families will have to support us with our broken ribs.
If it weren't
Oops.
for the selfless masters of Swabian Temple during the mining accident a while ago, we would have...
Okay, now you're just being sad and depressed. I like you less.
Don't mention it. That's our duty as the disciples of Yunquay Summit. As long as you're all safe and well, Shifu will be pleased.
That's why, despite the misunderstanding, we hope you don't take it to heart, young master.
These are separate issues. Swabian Temple will take care of all your medical bills today for sure.
Huh. That is kind of her.
Now that we understand each other and the matter is settled, I have to go take care of the task Shifu assigned me, so I'll be on my way.
Young master, please, wait!
Okay. I can hear that voice already. This guy's so great.
Huh. You're early.
Yeah.
Did you get something appraised?
I was trying to listen to Karen speaking again, but when I was running to her, I didn't hear her line for some reason. Yeah, no camera, sad. Oh, he's a tiger thyron. That's funny. Ooh, Master Tiger.
Your ears, your tail, they're different from the usual cat thyrans. Could you be a tiger thyron like Mr. Sung Hwang?
Alright, I would never have pronounced that Song Huang. But now I know it's Song Huang.
You can tell I'm a tiger thyron? That's right.
Yeah, she's very prideful about that. She doesn't like being thought of as a little kitty cat.
I knew it! I was watching your impressive fight and was immediately struck by inspiration!
Inspiration! Or something like that. Okay, I already tell what they're going for that guy.
Huh?
I have a vibe of that guy already too.
Master Tiger is fierce indeed.
Ah, quiet. But now he's smiling. You know, I can't not notice their faces are identical. Or, no, near identical. They have the same nose at least. And mouth. He's just smiling on the right. But yeah, their faces are very similarly shaped. It was hard to tell. I think that's who he called Song Huang, right?
But the audience has seen too many stories about the legendary, righteous, and sword-wielding hero saving the world. They've gotten bored of it.
Well, just write it well.
Why not add to the story a young hero fresh out the mountain, yet equally brimming with fierce determination?
What are you trying to say, director?
Oh, he's sad and jealous already. He's being replaced.
Oh, Master Tiger, your popularity hasn't decreased at the box office one bit. But the current market demands new faces too. Once we pass Phylum Heights, where else would we find such a young, spirited, beautiful, and extraordinarily skilled hero?
Extraordinarily skilled hero? Are you talking about me?
I like the little voice cracks Fufu's voice actress can put into her. It's very nice characterization.
Yes, you, young lady. I can tell you're very talented. Have you ever considered a career in the entertainment industry?
Not at all. Mr. Director, even if we disciples of Yunquay Summit step away from our teachings and return to normal life, We don't usually pursue such careers.
Let's not rush now. You see, not only is our movie starring the retired kung fu superstar Sung Hwang.
Oh, he's retired.
Is he a Tiger Thyran too? Oh, I remember now! You're Mr. Sung Hwang. You starred in loads of martial arts movies.
Alright, name them.
The young lady has good taste. I'll consider your suggestion, director.
Yeah, so he's an actor, so he has some ego, so as soon as he hears the new prospect is a fan of his, or at least aware of him, maybe not a bad idea.
But I'm not really cut out for acting. I can't even put on a stern face to make Shifu attend morning lessons. Besides, I still have a task to complete.
But wait, the biggest surprise is still to come.
Hey, didn't you say my return is the big surprise?
The real highlight is, all of our fight scenes for the movie will be shot inside the Great Hollow in Waifei Peninsula.
Ooh, that sounds safe.
That sounds really impressive, but Mr. Director, I really... Wait, shooting inside the hollow? Isn't that dangerous?
Wee bit.
Danger is just a publicity stunt unless it actually happens. All these years in the filmmaking industry have taught me one thing. No matter how brilliant your talent or sincere your creation, they pale in comparison to the power of eye-catching height!
That's depressingly, I think, true.
Brilliant talent or genuine creativity? Which exactly do you have?
Neither. Wait.
Sung Hwang, this is our chance at a comeback. We have to seize every opportunity.
Then, you must be taking all the necessary precautions, right? Working inside the hollow is incredibly dangerous, not to mention the lingering miasma and the Exaltist's growing presence in Lemnian Hollow.
We have!
Oh yeah, there's
Thanks to
the
Mr.
cult
Sung
in
Hwang's
there.
connections, we've obtained a hollow entry permit from the HIA. The officials shouldn't give us any trouble.
Yeah, she described a lot of... Let's see, she talked about lingering miasma, Exaltus, and, the obvious ethereals that exist in hollows, and on top of the corruption, which probably needed to go unmentioned. But yeah, it's fine. The officials won't give us trouble.
It's said to be an area cleared of ethereals and miasma. Very safe.
Okay.
An area cleared of ethereals and miasma? Does such a place even exist within Lemnian Hollow?
Now that's the question.
Mr. Director, this area you're talking about.
Ooh, the carrots and coordinates and data. I
This
guess
is the
I should have read
exact
it.
area Shifu asked me to investigate. What a strange coincidence.
Strange.
I should report this to her and double-check with the association to be sure. Mr. Director, I'm touched by your appreciation of my talent, but I really do have a task to attend to. So I'm sorry, but I cannot oblige.
Oh, how very cordial of her.
Not everyone seizes every opportunity that comes their way like I did when I was young.
Oh well, art always has its flaws. Anyway, Mr. Sung Hwang, the crew is ready, so let's head to the hollow entrance.
Huh? You're going now?
The hollow is unpredictable. What's safe today might not be tomorrow. As a disciple of Yunque's summit, surely our young master here understands.
So, will you be escorted by security guards or association investigators?
Well, you see, we're on a tight budget and spent most of it on the crew and special anti-corruption filming equipment.
So no.
Of course, a large share of it also went to Mr. Sung Hwang's paycheck.
It's a reasonable budget.
Very reasonable. I like a smug face.
So you're telling me you don't even have security to protect the crew? What kind of standards are the HIA using to issue permits anyway?
That's also a really good question.
I'm ready to sacrifice myself anytime in the name of art.
Art. I'm sure he is.
I'm not planning to sacrifice myself for anything.
Very based.
Relax! We have all these professional martial arts actors on the team as well as Mr. Sung Hwang, a kung fu master with extraordinary abilities.
Acting abilities?
All right, the hollow waits for no one. We need to get going.
Hey, wait!
I like the voice crack, or at least squeak. That was quite nice. The movie crew starts tidying up their equipment. It seems they really are planning to head to the Hollow at once. Alright, let's go. Hey, while they're waiting for the trolley, she's right there. Alright, I guess she's probably not in today. Oh yeah. Is there like any dialogue? Hey, wait a second. It's him. That guy. John. Zone Zero. Right. That is the guy, right? Or did he have black hair? I'm pretty sure that's the guy. We saw him trigger Agent Story, and it was really funny because we saw him walking around Lumina Square immediately after we finished it up. Hey, calm lady. Did you have dialogue? This place, it has a great rep. Huh? Weren't we just getting a refreshing drink? I thought it was coffee? No way. Here in Phelim Heights, you have to drink herbal tea? Fine, if you want something bitter, tea and coffee aren't that different. Hold up, that's a huge difference. You need to chill out with some herbal tea. Alright, well that was dialogue option. I'm pretty sure that was unrelated. I was just seeing if it was. Oh no. Alright, well. Oh, thank you, Eleanor. 2 tigers, how amusing. I guess so. Oh my, Miss Fufu, have you changed your mind? I've been eagerly awaiting you to joining us. Miss Fufu is certainly skilled, but she's got her own mission to handle. Director, you shouldn't push her too hard. Oh, come on. Miss Fufu won't steal your spotlight. Weren't you also just a fresh-faced... Sorry? That's the letter I have trouble with. Weren't you also just a fresh-faced rookie when the director found you and that's how you got your... Hold up. What's about stealing my thunder? Accuse me of being petty and I'll have my agent make an official complaint. That's a good one. I like that. You think I'm petty? Well, my agent will say that again and I'll have my agent file a complaint. Miss Fufu, the Hollow is treacherous and I don't want to delay your mission. Nor do I want my people to run into trouble. You should know that ether corruption can seriously mess with children's growth. I'm not a child. Did you hear that? Miss Fufu is one of the most formidable mystics among the most righteous sects. That's not what I said. Besides, with Miss Fufu joining in, our producer will be quite pleased. The producer thinks so too. This movie, what's the plot even about? What character should I play? Let me think this through. I assume she just said all 4 of those things at once. Listen up, Miss Fufu. The story of legend of the drag. Sorry, I was stuck thinking about Kung Fu Panda. Who the heck said that? I heard that. I just heard like, bleh. Like what was that? Anyway, listen up, Miss Fufu. The story of legend of the tiger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just a broken sentence. The story of legend of the tiger warrior. Whatever. In the Hollow Age, when darkness runs rampant and evil creatures spread like wildfire, Master Tiger, played by Mr. missing the period, Sung Huang, can't just sit back and watch. With a burning desire to save all living beings under heaven, he has to take action. Master Tiger treks through waters and mountains to reach... Oh, sorry. Bad at reading. The frontier town of Phelim Heights. PH? Phelim with a PH? That's just... I mean, that's... If that is meant to be a PH, that's funny, because that's a joke that doesn't even register in voice. Determined to scale Mount Purgation, now a layer of supernatural creatures, to retrieve the Purgation Bell, a sacred artifact capable of suppressing demonic energy across the realm. Let's put aside that epic, thrilling roller coaster for now. Miss Fufu, you'll be playing young Tiger who fights evil and defends the way alongside Master Tiger. Alright, so who the heck is the writer here? And you can just add a character at a whim to this plot. I think Master Tiger can handle the evil purging solo. Master evil purging? That sounds super cool. So, Miss Fufu, how about it? A righteous mystic like yourself must surely find resonance in such a stirring, epic tale of heroism. I'll let an epic if you want, but it's just another kung fu flick with the same old cliche plot. Mr. Shung, alright, they are just missing the period and the it's not an honorific for other languages title. It's just missing the full stop in Mr., which is bothering me because it's supposed to have one. Mr. Song Huang, genre films aren't as simple as you think. Besides, it's exactly because the plot isn't that original that we need fresh faces in the cast. Just said it loud and proud. But I still have one more favor to ask. Alright, I can see that troubled look on your face. I already know what you're wanting to ask. Oh, must be that kinship connection. You definitely want to take a photo with me as a souvenir. I get it. Given how many films I made in my younger days, it's totally normal to have some young fans from my own kind look up to me. It's totally fine if we don't take a photo together. There's absolutely no need for that. No need to be shy. Come on, take a pic of me and Fufu right now. Mr. Song Huang is so thoughtful. Let me take a commemorative photo of you two. Hey, we're playing as a non-playable character. Oh, I see that lag. Holy crap. What's happening? Alright. Ooh, shadow people. Oh, yeah, I'm trashed in. Man, if I was playing this game in 1080p at least, it probably would have looked nicer. Oh, that's where the cicadas are. I completely forgot about them. I remember them. They were very distinct in the trailer. I also didn't mention that I can't check right now. Ooh. I think it's soon. Oops. Alright. Plugging in the other controller. Hey. So it does start at 11:30. Well, so maybe, just maybe. Display capture. I may have been wanting to watch this. Not that. I may have been wanting to check this out since I'm a fan of Digimon. So supposedly there's gonna be Time Stranger, yeah. Oh, but also Code Vein. This alphabetical order, right? Yeah, it is. But yeah, I'm interested in Digimon, so I kind of want to see what this is about. I also played a decent amount of Code Vein and saw a full playthrough before. I do want to finish it, so I am interested in Code Vein 2. So I have this on the side, ready to check it out, and it's about to start. But I'll keep it on the side and when it comes up with the Digimon, I'll go back to it. Both their faces? Yeah, that is. That's interesting. Yeah, you need their whole faces, or at least you need that much of Jufufu's face. Yeah, about that much of the Jufufu's face, and he's moving around. At least that much of that guy's face. That's kind of a shame. I kind of wanted to take a photo like this, where you only see... I can still... Alright, I need him to move, though. Unfortunately, he's not a player character or unique NPC model, so he just doesn't look at the camera. Anyway, I do like that photo. I think it's funny, but yeah, I need one that works. Filter? Let's see, what's a good filter? Yeah, that makes them pop. There we go. Alright, continuing with... brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Just looking at their posture in the photo, I can't imagine anyone better suited for the roles. Just having two Tiger Tyrant stars performing together is bound to draw a huge wave of movie fans. Photo of two Tiger Tyrants. That's pretty rare in this day and age. But making movies isn't something you can pull with just some gimmicks alone. Honestly, yeah, I'll convert to mouse at the moment. I'll just need to make sure I don't let this controller die. Sorry. Okay, I wanted to scrape up my controller. Something you can pull off with just some gimmicks alone. For the honor of the great warrior. Yeah, that's the spirit. The shooting crew is all set. Once Miss Fufu is ready, we can head out to our filming location, the Lemnian Hollow. Also, alright. It's 11:32. I assume this just isn't starting. Because I reloaded the page. Oh no, I think it's just not live yet. Yeah, it's just not live yet. They're late. Oh, wait. No, yeah, there's late. That was the chat moving up. Honestly, it might not be half an hour until I actually check out the summer showcase, because I'm doing it for like 2 specific games, and so I don't need to be live with the actual showcase itself. So that's fine. I'll take off display capture for now. I don't like, in case something shows up. I have it here. Mimic Crest, by the way, that's who that is. Alright. The situation in the Hollow changes rapidly. This is a hard-won filming opportunity we've got here. Miss Fufu, we can't afford to miss our window. Move out. Enter combat. Oh, it's you, Fufu. Oh, and Free Evelyn. Who? Oh, I guess that's who they hired to help. Also,
I'll protect you from any danger.
Yeah, they can't get rid of her for some reason. I should pick Coletta, but I kind of want to just try out the Astra team. Actually, I tried this team out already.
We really
No. I think I only tried. Or first off, it's not going to be what I like, because I prefer Astra into the DPS. This is actually terrible. Why did they make Fufu first? Why couldn't they let Evelyn be the
Hey, don't
second
look down on me.
location person also?
I only handle technical matters.
I can still hear the difference in Grace's new voice, and it's unfortunate. Yeah.
Is the concert starting?
Oh yeah. Also, I did try it myself. First off, the free trial Ijuan that you can get can absolutely clear the hardest fight of Lost Void against the Prophet or the Priest, and you can also select Astra for free there. Also, I feel confident that Evelyn is also very usable, and like you can use this entire team within Lost Void without owning any of these characters. So yeah, easy to game. Oh, is it? Hold on. Oh, Summer Showcase. It starts at... Oh. Did it always start at 12? It always started at 12. Alright, I'm pausing that. Alright, well. It might be an even longer time than I was assuming. My bad. I can actually disconnect my controller for a while then. It will totally come up while doing the story, though. Like, it's already been 40 minutes because I take way too long. We haven't even gone to gameplay yet, and it's been 40 minutes. I'm very sorry about that. Okay. Drinking some water. Drinking water here. Oh, hold on. Check something again. Yeah, there we go. Oh crap. Beyblade, let it rip. Let's fight an epic battle. Now I disconnect my controller to make my inputs read as they should. Okay. Not too far, but yeah, it should be fine. Alright. Honestly, imagine the effects of the Hollow. It's crazy. Is that the... Oh, yeah, that's the guy we beat up earlier. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you see the stuttering? It's like... Honestly, I'm looking around to make sure, like... It probably loads up things I'm facing, right? You know? That's how a lot of game things go. I don't think I ever knew it rung.
That's what I'll say when I run into the enemy.
Adorable. Alright, why is there a kid here? Who the heck is this child? Alright, director. The lighting's pretty sweet today. Hey, Miss Fufu, mind helping out with the camera setup? That's how we roll in this crew. Newbie's gotta do the heavy lifting, and Mr. Sheng Huang ain't getting any special treatment. Alrighty.
Hey you, the new PA. Handle the equipment carefully, okay?
No. Is that all you had to say?
I told the director, do not hire child labor. What if they damage the equipment?
Very true. That's gotta be the worst reason to hire children.
I'm not child labor. I'm just small.
Are they gonna film from here? I'm gonna be extra careful with my attack angles. Fufu, the heroine, lighting up the screen. No, focus. Chief's assignment should be my priority.
Yep, right there. That's the spot.
Well, I didn't do anything.
A little more to the left, and a little to the right.
I'm not doing anything. You can't just pretend I'm doing something.
Actually, never mind. Just put it back where it was.
I'm glad to be helpful. Meow. Oops, did I almost break the monitor? I'll take a sneaky peek, just like Belle taught me. Wait, huh? What the heck did I teach her? Oh. Oh, yeah. It's here. Yeah, that was... With this specific puzzle, the answer is really just drag. Oh, my bad, hold on. I can close to that side. Yeah, you just drag the points to the points that you need to fix. I still like those puzzles.
Right, I can check this off my list.
I will say, it's a weird puzzle to be doing to fix the computer. I don't know. I like those puzzles, but I don't think it makes sense to have them a lot of the time. How are we doing with the gear setup, Miss Fufu? Cameras and monitors are all set. Thank you, Miss Fufu. Just one more task and everything will be ready. Now, let me walk you through today's shoot. Please allow me to break it down. Sorry.
They say in the Hollow Era, the court was corrupt and falling apart. The martial arts world stood leaderless. Bandits ran rampant, and people suffered unbearably.
Oh, dang. That would Ben help.
Can we move on? Everyone's already heard that a million times.
Have patience, Master Tiger. Setting the scene before starting each day is a way to help everyone get into character. It's a part of the routine.
Okay.
Not to mention we have a fresh face on the crew. Everyone, please welcome...
Director, one mountain is too small for two tigers.
Oh, he is jealous. Or poor kitty.
It's fine. It's fine. Everyone says I don't really look like a tiger anyway.
No. That's a very sad laugh.
Self-awareness is a virtue, but as my kin, I think you ought to show a little more spirit.
Master Tiger, you've seen what she's capable of. With the two of you in the same frame, our movie is going to be a hit!
Ah. Huh?
The industry has been in decline these past few years. If this
True.
works out, it'll be a big win for you, don't you think?
Huh. You're clouded by greed.
Very either movie antagonist or movie protagonist, I think is
I'm
they.
a professional actor with integrity.
Uh-huh.
What is it they say? Always have reverence for the arts.
Yeah.
Working with an unprofessional actor is going to be a real challenge for me.
I've seen lots of your movies when I was little. I'll learn fast.
Now you're playing cute.
You see, the kid's a big fan of yours.
Yes, but I'm just small. I'm not actually a kid.
Uh-huh.
Of course. Child labor would require additional insurance.
True. Huh? Wait, does that mean it's legal?
Anyway, back to our scene. The story today happens during Master Tiger and the young tiger's journey in search of a demon-subduing artifact, the Purgation Bell.
Bell. Huh? Ready? Action.
Action!
Oh, that's very cute. I like that.
As soon as Master Tiger and Young Tiger set foot on Mount Purgation, the wind stirs, rustling through the grass.
Bro, Rockaboo, you killed them. Dude, we're acting here. You can't just murder them like that.
Jump out of the woods surrounding the mountain path.
Okay. Oh. No, it's my bad.
The wind stirs, rustling through the grass.
I should have informed the assassin not to kill anyone.
Suddenly, a group of bandits jump out of the woods surrounding the mountain path.
Bro, holy crap, that lag is terrible.
These small fry aren't worth my time. Young Tiger, your journey has just begun. Go on, show me what you've learned.
No, this is what I learned, I guess.
Young Tiger, huh? You talking to me?
How are you kidding me? I like that as well. The cut! Hey, he's going, oh, after seeing a character he thought was a kid fighting.
Ooh, you smell it!
Yeah, alright, this is only getting worse for him.
The light passing through the ether, leaving a unique mark on the film roll.
What the heck is he on about?
While the fragrance called story fills the air around us.
Man, there really might be miasma around here.
Wow, that sounds incredible.
What does it mean, Fufu?
So, there's a reason you keep producing bad movies.
Huh? Has the director only made bad movies?
Bad movies? They were just overlooked gems that never received proper appreciation.
I didn't know you cared so much about your third-rate work.
And man, I like Master Tiger. Why is he still Master Tiger and not Sung Huang?
Mr. Sung Huang, isn't it a little harsh to criticize someone's hard work like that?
No.
It's fine. Anyway, footage shot inside the hollow has a really unique feel.
Yeah, that's what he was on about earlier, I think. I appreciate that. It's fine.
We should still be careful. I can sense that the ether activity around us is far from calm. This was never a safe area, was it?
Probably not. Also, I just wanted to say, man, this song is great. Boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, mm-mm. Very nice and goofy.
But it adds authenticity to the setting of the film.
Yeah, this place with.
Mr. Director, I hope some miasma hasn't gotten into your brain.
Alright, Fortunately, too late for him. Fufu. We'll have to leave him.
Forget about Invasion, Next Gen, and Behemoth. After everyone sees our on-site footage, those other movies will become fourth-rate failures.
We can probably look up those movies in random play and read their text. I definitely remember Behemoth. I think that one showed up in the underground area minigame event.
Are you just accepting the fact that your movies are third-rate?
In any case, with Mr. Sung Kwang and Miss Fufu's seamless teamwork, and with 2 skilled martial artists guarding the set, our production is foolproof this time!
Please let it be over soon. I still have Shifu's investigation to look into.
I mean, we just started, man.
Scene 1, take 2. Continue rolling.
Boom, 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 boom,
I
boom.
need to focus on the real task. Investigating the miasma disturbance here.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's probably important. Waiting for this text to go by.
Now's a good time. While everyone's busy with the scene change, I should scout the area. The ether flow is calm.
I hope I didn't miss text.
Nothing out of
Where's
the
our
ordinary
kid?
here either.
Who brought their kid to work today?
Oh well, I guess that's good news.
Oh,
I
it's the
should
same
regroup
kid.
with the crew before they start worrying.
I honestly can't tell if that was a different kid. Anyway, yeah, text is done. Yeah, it's a nice goofy story so far. That's nice, at least. I described it as nice twice. That's awesome. Director. Miss Fufu, you shouldn't wander around by yourself. Even if it's a relatively safe area that's been searched, we're still inside the hollow after all. Getting hit by roaming ethereals would be bad news. I have martial arts and magic, huh? At my disposal. Everyone in the crew needs to be extra careful of danger. What magic? You have an exploding popcorn machine. That's a mechanical thing. Shirley, please tell me it's a mechanical thing. And I believe you will keep everyone safe. No time to waste. Let's get rolling with scene 2.
The bandits running wild here have terrorized these lands for too long. Naturally, the 2 tigers cannot stand idly by.
Yeah.
Young Tiger wields her weapon with fierce precision, striking down the bandits one by one, forcing them to retreat.
Don't hesitate.
Dang, yeah, just getting a bit of lag because freaking wireless controller.
That was fantastic, Miss Fufu. Master Tiger, why aren't you jumping in?
Like I said, these small fry aren't worth my time. A true master doesn't fight unless absolutely necessary. Do you know nothing about storytelling?
Very, very, very cool. Okay, I assume that was the end of the dialogue then, right? Because Rockaboo really was the one to kill the enemies. A distant toll of the purgation bell echoes, and when it comes, the ethereals corrupted by it, and with it comes ethereals corrupted by miasma. Huh? Oh, purgation bell. Oh yeah, I should probably hear that. Oh wait, what's happening?
Damn, that sound effect was great. Almost too real.
Alright, well that
Mount
doesn't have background.
Purgation, despite its name, has long been overrun by rampaging fiends.
Hey, man.
Within the shadows, dangers far greater than bandits lie in wait for the two heroes.
I kinda just want to see his moveset. Alright, that was it then.
Stage is mine.
It died, right? Oh, that was weird.
Are those real demons? This isn't CGI, right, director?
I like that. They needed the beep in the dialogue.
Ethereal! Stay close, everyone! I'll hold
Oh,
them
do
off.
Does she need to use this?
Wait, no!
Dang.
Look at young Tiger, I mean Miss Fufu!
This lag is... That's awful. Oh, wait. Also, did I miss dialogue again? Why do y'all... Thanks. Why do y'all speak so slow, guys? Absolutely brilliant. I can already envision it. We're about to drop some epic fight scenes that'll breathe new life into the long dormant martial arts film scene. Miss Fufu and the Ethereals make such a perfect combo. I'm already completely hooked. We need to get out of the hollow fast. It's dangerous here. Director, if Miss Fufu had accepted the invitation to perform, I would have been the one doing that scene with Ethereals. I would have been the one doing the scene with Ethereals just now. Well, doesn't that just prove I've got an eye for talent? The whole crew and I signed contracts with the producer. We can't leave the hollow until we're finished shooting finish the shooting schedule, or else. Miss Fufu, I know this might be asking too much, but could you please stay with us to finish filming the last shot today while keeping everyone safe? Things come to this. You can't just ignore the crew's safety. Let's finish the last shot and escort everyone out of the hollow. While everyone's moving to the new filming location, let's investigate the miasma clues in the area. Why am I getting a tutorial for that?
All of them are tainted with traces of miasma. Something's not right here.
Alright,
I should take a closer look around.
Dialogue. He caught an Ethereal live on camera. Yeah, why was Clive's for still little Denny's? Aw, dang, they're not even getting paid well. Oh, that's like... Oh, I'll say they repeated it. Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, good. I'm glad there's a child here. It is... I still think it's weird that... Miasma. Signs of humor interference. Poking around like cowards. Try not to think of what the Exaltists did. I should note down what I saw, so I can report it back to Shifu.
Is everyone okay? Take a moment to collect yourselves. We're getting ready to shoot today's third scene.
And so... I feel like... Because of that tutorial
Where's Miss Fufu?
and some of this dialogue, it feels like this is something you can do like well before you can start 2.0. So it's like having this dialogue based around that, which makes it a bit annoying, having already done 2.0, because it's reiterating some things, mostly talking about miasma again, but then also giving a tutorial. That's wild. It's kind of the area nearby. There's still a risk of another ethereal attack. Hurry up with the shots and let's get out of this hollow. You got it, Miss Fufu. Let's get back to shooting right away.
For years, dark energy has clung to Mount Purgation, and now the swarming fiends seem endless.
Even with the presence of a miasma tumor, there shouldn't be this many ethereals.
Oh. Is this a notable amount? It seems like an...
Master, are you really not stepping in at a time like this?
think I have a stomach ache.
Oh. Oh yeah, poor guy.
Oh, great! I've got a headache too.
Oh, great. Oh. The director's voice is really good. I like him quite a bit. Oh, I think I need to kill this thing faster. Man, you kill a lot faster with Evelyn.
A heavy, foul miasma.
Why does she have so much lag?
The Demon King ruling over this mountain has arrived.
It's a frog, man. It's nothing big.
Stay back, everyone! This one's really got its claws out.
It's a frog. Fine.
Young Tiger holds firm, shielding the villagers behind her. Her small body stands like an unshakable mountain, resolute and unwavering.
Nothing reaches my defense.
Unfortunately, Master Tiger has been poisoned and is unable to help.
Alright. Thank you, Rockaboo. I hope that was the end of it. That was funny. I like that.
Thank you all for your hard work.
Mr. Director, why didn't you seem the least bit shocked by the ethereal? In fact, it almost feels like the ethereal attack was just part of the script.
Accidents happen, of course, but not all accidents are bad, right? Just like how you joined us. It was all thanks to a random accident. A happy surprise of an accident. Everything is going according to the producer's plan. Nothing will go wrong, so you just relax, Miss Fufu.
Huh. Producer planned this? How far did the producer plan?
No, something's really not right here. I need to go back to Shifu for a divination reading.
Today's shoot went smoothly. I'd say it was even better than expected. Thanks to everyone's hard work and you for joining us, Miss Fufu.
Oh? It's entirely thanks to everyone's support and Mr. Tang Huang's guidance.
He didn't do anything, by the way.
Quite the contrary. Miss Fufu taught me a lot.
Tomorrow, we'll shoot the drama sequences before the action ones. So be sure to get up early and meet at Phylum Heights on time.
Alright, so it is Phylum, by the way. At least with these guys. I don't remember how they pronounced it in the special program 2 months ago. A month and a half. But like, yeah, I don't know. What did they call it? Because everyone's been saying Phylum Heights. Or Phylum Heights. I don't remember Phylum.
Especially you two, Miss Fufu and Mr. Sung Kwong. We can't have our two protagonists laid on set now, can we?
Wait, were we coming back?
Tomorrow, we'll shoot the drama sequences before the action ones. So be sure to...
Oh, two protagonists?
No, he's not here to be a deuteragonist.
We're filming again?
Alright, game. Alright, thank you, game, for eventually going. This feels like the first big pause point. So it might not kick you out like it would a normal agent story, but it seems to still be in a standard like 3-act thing. The 3-act structure that previous agent stories were built around. Which means this can go on for quite a while. So maybe I shouldn't pause and read every extra word, but man, that it's more interesting to me. I gotta notice everything I notice. Or note everything I notice, at least. Everything that happened today was way too suspicious. I better report this to Shifu right away. I wonder if secretly acting in movies would bring shame to the sect. It probably would. Oh, good, she speaks. from the legend of the Tiger Warrior to abnormal miasma activity. Everything that happened today in Waifei Peninsula has been reported to Shifu.
I'm at my wit's end, Shifu. I've had it with all the acting. But what if they go inside the hollow again?
I take it she's eating something.
What is it, Shifu? What does the reading say?
I don't know about the reading, but I've always said you've got the potential to become a star.
Okay, she wasn't eating, so why was she going,
Shifu, have you been listening to the point I'm trying to make at all?
That was funny.
You are a rare tiger, Thyron. You're smart and adorable, quick-witted, and incredibly talented. You could succeed at anything.
Oh, I'm glad to know she's awesome.
As your Shifu, I don't mind you venturing into the realm of cinema, but the world is filled with distractions that can cloud your judgment.
Okay. So she's going from the perspective, so you want to be an actress. That's fine. I will support you on this journey.
Shifu! I'm talking about the safety of the film crew and the odd situation with the miasma. Not to mention there are also signs of the Exaltists being involved.
Suspicious indeed. But in my opinion, you should stay with the crew and keep an eye on how things develop. The readings suggest the same.
Be an actress.
So I'm going back to acting after all. How embarrassing!
It is the duty of mystics like ourselves to protect and to seek. Besides, think of all the bragging rights your Shifu will get if you debut on the big screen.
Okay, I noticed a small little bit at the end. A small extra hint of emotion at the end of the sentence.
Think of all the bragging rights your Shifu will get if you debut on the big screen.
You can hear her grinning at screen. Yeah, well, my disciple is a famous actress who starred in at least one movie. Yeah, we still have a shoot in the city tomorrow. Let's get good rest. Some good rest tonight. I'm pretty sure it's Fufu when it screen fades to black. Today's shoot starts in the city. Looks like we're filming some drama scene. I really hope I don't have to say anything embarrassing. Oh, well, we're too late for that. You're an actor. Do you have anything to say about my foray? No, you're just talking about your all's training. I guess they're over there. I'm running into every wall. Anyway, speaking of running into walls, that's a segue that means nothing. Anyway, Act 1 of the story. Honestly, this really is the Act 1 of the agent story so far. So I think that... Do I get the... I do get your spa screen. That's kind of nice. Alright, so they're talking about the My Hero Academia one. Okay, they're talking about the My Hero Academia game first. Thankfully, I care nothing about that, so I don't need to go on it. For part 1 of the story so far, yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it. It's very goofy, and I think something that really helped out Ellen's agent story is that Ellen's voice actress also did a really good job at like selling the character, and I think really landed for the humor, at least for me, with the line reading and just the personality of Ellen. So I think overall that was a really well done story, and I think this is about the same route. I think it's very entertaining. Have the director, you know, almost a sleazy director type, who's almost he's like a sleazy director and delusional artist type, almost, is how the vibe I'm getting from him. Very entertaining, somewhat inept sort of individual, you know, not maybe inept at directing, probably inept at directing. But more so, because I don't know if aloof is the word I mean to say. Oh, sorry, I hit my cord. Not friendly or forthcoming, cool and distant. Okay, if you take out the word cool in the definition of aloof, No, he's not less distant. I would say Sang Huang or Sung Huang is more aloof. He seems to want to be Sung Huang seems to want to be an an not Artur sort of, but a more renowned actor who's totally not past his heyday, but he still has a lot of actor ego. He wants to do it for the love of the craft, but that's because that's the cool thing actors are supposed to do, or at least how I'm seeing it. So yeah, but he's also rather inept himself. At least he probably not as good at actual fighting as being a martial arts master would imply for him. So that's interesting way to go about it. I need to be careful not to click this because I think it'll screw up my controller connection, even though my controller is not connected right now. I need to reconnect. Yes. Yeah. Very funny. Actually, I'm enjoying this agent story quite a bit. I think the opening was weird. It still feels weird how Jufufu, we join in on Jufufu apparently thinking actors were actual thugs. So it's interesting, and then she beat them up, which makes sense if she thought they were thugs. Just she's kind of stupid, despite all of Ijuan's praise. But anyway, yeah, I appreciated Ijuan. Like, I don't love Ijuan's voice performance, but she has some lines that I think hit well, and I think just her overall personality is it ranges from being a sort of generic stoic master type, but then also has those moments like her disperse crowds technique, or the chant she gave to the Bangbu. Whenever those people bully you, just chant this to yourself. They're really stupid and cringe, something like that. I forget how it went, but yeah. So Ijuan even here has her moment, and they just leave her on that too. That, well, she just wants to. She kind of just wants to have bragging rights to say her disciple became at least an actress. Famous would be bonus points, clearly, but she's not a true, pure, stoic, wholly altruistic individual. She has her own selfish wants, and it's always humorous when it sort of comes up from Ijuan. So I do like Ijuan a decent bit. And yeah, Jufu was very fun as well. All right. No. On. Pause. I didn't close that window, did I? No, it's right here. No, summer. Let's see. Bandai Summer Showcase yet, because they're not at. Oh wait, yeah, they talk about Patapon. Oh wait, actually, they talk about Code Vein. Actually, all right. While we're paused here. I have no idea what they're talking about. Sorry. Alright, well, hold on. It works. And we're on Patapon. I love... Oh, this is like a Patapon remake? Was that what that is? Because I know they made like Ratatouille. Alright, thank you. Sorry, I was only interested in Digimon and Code Vein. Man, this is so tiny. Code Vein Producer. Ooh, man, Code Vein was 2019. I don't know if that feels like a long time ago or not that long ago. Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. It was a Souls-like. Feels like they're going a bit different. Revenants, right? Your zombie characters you play as, which is why you die and come back. I'm kind of staring at the subtitles, unfortunately. Oh, thank Lou. Oh. So that's how that is. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Time travel plot to save the world. That world did look pretty screwed up. And it's probably still screwed up to the time she went back to, which is hilarious. Across time. Oh, there's probably going to be actual time travel. I'm not the biggest on the lore and story, but so... Ironically, going back just to actually look at the gameplay and not just listen to the word or read. This art looks real sick. I like that quite a bit. Alright, we got motorcycles though. It's very interesting. That guy looked pretty rad. It looks like they're I'm very interested to see how this feels. That one attack looked a bit stiff, but more similar to Code Vein 1. Because Code Vein 1 seemed a bit more full-on Souls-like. This seems like a lot more action RPG, or like, you know, the faster-paced ones with more means of mobility than just run and dodge and energy management. I think I recognize that from that Bell monster also. That was the hurt she shared, I suppose. Yo, look at this epic scar. Oh, wow. Yeah, Lou has a really cool design. Interesting, like, scars and marks on her. Same weird eye thing, or a gold here, I guess. And yeah, the open chest cavity to see her, I guess, missing heart, or heart. Pretty cool. Oh, that guy, he's got big hands. Alright, pretty cool. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, Patapon. I did hear about the remake one. Or not remake, but the people who made Patapon made their own game. As a, like, a revitalized to the franchise. Okay, I think I know enough about Patapon though, so yeah. I'll come back for Digimon, so be prepared for when I Alright, take a break. Now I'll honestly do it at the next very obvious dividing line of the story. Alright, sorry for anyone who is actually interested in CCC. Holy crap, that is bad though, like the lag. I don't know. I noticed it's bad, so it's like not normal, even though I play on the lowest settings I can. Oh, hey, sweetie. Making a movie? Sweet! I'll get it because her name's Sweetie. The elder lady also said something, but I couldn't tell what it was. Wait. Oh, okay. I was wondering what happened to the point. I guess it wants me to talk to them. We're shooting the non-action scenes in the city today. Are all the main actors and actresses here? Yeah. Coming! The camera crew is in position at the Tigers Inn in Phylum Heights. Okay, so it is PH. That's funny, because again, that's something only humorous in text. Martial artists from every allegiance are gathered, with undercurrents of good and evil swirling beneath the surface. And it's precisely in these crossroads of good and evil, word on the street flows fastest. On this day, young Tiger arrived at the Tiger's Inn to gather intel about the Purgation Bell. Action. Oh, wait, I'm not the one who says action. Everyone adjust their position according to script. Alright, this is actually probably going to be long text heavy, which will be the probably downer side. Even if it's funny, it'll be a lot of text to read rather than just watch a movie. Alright. The other characters before me, each with complex backstories and mysterious origins, seemingly holding many hidden secrets. Who should I approach first to inquire about the Purgation Bell? The proprietress with kindness and compassion written all over her face. The elderly lady with a worried, preoccupied look. A fierce-looking warrior who's not to be messed with. The proprietress. Why is she an actor here? Did they literally just find a woman and tell her to act? Because this is literally just Sweetie. Whoa. Well, if it ain't the legendary young tiger. Shouldn't the legendary one be Master Tiger? Miss Sweetie, let's fix those lines. Well, if it isn't the one and only Master Tiger's protege, the up-and-coming young tiger who's been making quite a name. So what brings such an esteemed guest to my door today? Come to think of it, you must be tired and hungry from your journey, young hero. How about would I have the waiter prepare some wine and dishes? What's good to eat? What's happened to these? Any other esteemed guests coming by lately? Esteemed guests, huh? They're nothing but hot-headed fools with a sword drawn here by the Purgation Bell to seek fame on Mount Purgation, or the usual bunch of crafty yet dim-witted bandits looking to fish in troubled waters and cause mischief. Tell me about this Purgation Bell. The Purgation Bell is renowned around the world. It's said to try to subdue any demon spirit. It's originally enshrined on Mount Purgation near the Phalium Heights as gathered symbol. Mystics slaying demons and exorcising evil. However, in recent years, the mountain has been infested with various forces and evil. Therefore, the bell has gone missing. Legend has it that retrieving the Purgation Bell will bring peace into this chaotic world plagued by evil. Though just this myth, it's inspired countless heroes. I bet that's what brings Master Tiger and Young Tiger here too, right? The warm-hearted proprietress seems to have lost interest in chatting. Try asking others for information. Keep asking around. Alright, the characters before we each with complex backstories. I think that's a funny way to describe it. I will say from that though, it almost feels like maybe they're actually looking for something, and like the producer, who we have yet no awareness of, has a general idea of this actual artifact they're looking for and wants it for himself or whatever it could be. And so this movie itself is just a front for finding that item within the Lemnian Hollow. Elderly lady with a worried, preoccupied look. What brought you to me, young lady? All ladies who show up at hotspots in martial art movies are never ordinary. Let me observantly expose her true identity. You are a mysterious elder from a hidden sect. What are you talking about, little girl? How could I be? Who's this granny? I don't think I've seen her around before. Is she even in the script? I saw a huge crowd gathered around here in early morning and thought something might be sweet sales going on. Cut! How this old lady get in here? If you don't have it, just say it. No need to scare an old lady by yelling so loud. The mysterious old lady seems to have lost interest in chatting. Try asking others for information. That's funny. She really is just an old lady. Oh, it's grayed out. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so there's probably more to get from Sweetie then. The legendary tiger. Alright. What's happened to these days? Anything special, huh? Nothing. But hot-headed fools with sword drawns here for the Purgation Bell. Yeah, same sort of thing. Dim-witted bandits with the mischief in the eyes. Let's talk about Mount Purgation. The Purgation Bell is renowned throughout the world. It said chimes to doom spirits, however, in recent years. Purgation Bell, I bet that's where they're right. Alright. Was that it? That wasn't anything. That was... Oh. Okay, so now it's grayed out. Hold on. I kind of want to get that last dialogue option. Okay, hold on. Need to unplug this. That's screwing up my selecting. What's good to eat? You're asking what's good at Yum Chum Sin? Well, listen up. Char sweet bones, crystal dumplings, egg. Cut. How did you two end up chatting about char sweet buns? What's happening these days? Nothing. You're the crafty yet dim-witted bandit yourself. Cut. Don't respond to personal attacks in lines. Personal attacks in the lines. Oh, okay. Is this last guy relevant? Let's see. Fierce-looking warrior who's not to be messed with. We're your parents, kid. Beat it if you know what's good for you. Acting all cocky. Time to show him what young tiger is made out of. Cast a sharp, piercing glaze. Strike an imposing pose. Imposing pose. That's funny. Begged him to talk to you nicely. Such a polite kid. But I really can't tell you anything. The tough-looking fighter seems like a hard nut to crack. Let's find the right angle to break through his defenses. Tell him an ill-timed bandit joke. Send regards to his folks. Ask for tips on looking tough as nails. Threw a glare at you. Just because I look like a bandit, you gotta think I am one? And even if I were a bandit, does that even give you the right to crack bandit jokes and humiliate me? Oh, sorry. Ask for tips on looking as tough as nails. I don't know the secret to looking tough. Simple. Grew up with no parents, no backing. I got no one to lean on. When you had to crawl your way through life alone, and nobody ever gave you a second glance, well, you stop giving others the time of day too. The only thing you can trust is the weapon in your hand, and that's when you end up looking like someone no one wants to mess with. Tough-looking fighter delivered a string of lines that sounded both melancholic and a bit theatrical. Seems like he's really opened up now. Ask about the Purgation Bell. The Purgation Bell. Isn't that just some fairy tale from children's storybooks? If you're looking for bedtime stories, don't come to me. The tough-looking fighter seems to have lost interest in the conversation. Okay, well. Alright, that's good enough for me. Apart from street gossip and people's snide remarks about you, you can't dig up any useful intel on the inn. You're starting to question the point of this scene in the script. Excellent! While young Tiger couldn't gather any intel at the end, the mockery of others only served to strengthen her resolve. Oh. Change positions. Let's see, shoot the next scene. Hey, he's still here. Are we gonna get to see Cart? Actually, this is probably Shelboo's shop. I was kind of hoping Karen would show up. Lizard. I was wondering. Still a weird image. That's a hand coming out of a screen to pet a lizard. Alright. Okay, well. Alright. I honestly think an amount of this lag is about the new items they're adding to the scene that aren't usually in this area. Alrighty. Director. This seemingly ordinary pharmacist Bangbu was actually quite the troublemaker in his youth. A master of dark arts who hung his hat only after getting long in the tooth. The secrets of the Purgation Bell lie in the hands of this master of dark arts. Action! Everyone adjusted their positions according to the script. Little miss, are you here for herbs and prescriptions? I'm here for evil purging prescriptions. Little miss, don't say such scary things. I know it all. Trust me. Bringing all sorts of havoc back in the day, retired after getting old. You're a Bang Boom master of dark arts. Still having a hard time accepting this. In my character background. Nah. You found out. Go ahead, young tiger. What do you want to know? Here's your clues about the Purgation Bell. Purgation Bell. You likely know. This Purgation Bell wasn't forged by mystics, but it was actually an evil artifact created by demons. No. Well, the Purgation Bell's toll can indeed suppress demons. It's actually an artifact that lets demons devour other demons to grow stronger. That's a pretty brutal background. Like using other Bangbu's parts to enhance yourself. No. That's why demons now lurk in Mount Purgation. It's always been a cursed land where evil thrives. Mr. Shelbo, please stop muttering to yourself between your lines. With stuff that's not going to be... not in the script. Kind of weird feeling of deja vu. The Purgation Bell. Director should give Shelbu some direction on his performance, and they reshoot the scene. That wraps up Inner City Shoot. Let's all gear up before we head into the Hollow to film. Ms. Fufu, you did great today. Let me know when you're ready to head into the Hollow. The crew will wait for you before setting off. You need to make preparations. I can't tell how much more of this there will be. I could imagine there will be a third one, like a normal 3-act structure. I could also imagine that wasn't too long, honestly. So sorry, I felt like I was in Smash Brothers or something. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, Goofy. Script with this long scene that served no purpose aside from getting people to doubt Jufufu's young tiger character, only to feel like it was only for that purpose and not much else. So they probably could have done much more. You know, because scenes can do multiple things. You can do a lot of things in scenes that both push the plot along while building the character. So, you know, it's nice to be efficient. I wish I could get rid of Evelyn.
Asset confirmed.
I'll just
move out. Hey, don't look down on me.
I'll just put in Coletta. I think Coletta's on Infernal Metal, so yeah, don't need to worry about doing anything. You know, I guess I could have. Oh, yeah, I did unplug the controller. I need to do that. Plug that back in. Game capture to make sure I don't show anything. I don't mean to. Hey, so. Oh, I just realized. I'm stupid. Sorry. I only have
Perk up, everyone. We've got the big scene today.
Yeah, I love this performance. I only have audio output capture thing. My bad. I also didn't turn it back up after looking at this. Well, I can't look back at it now. This looks, whatever I'm seeing here looks fun though. Sorry. Oh, really basic, like I've seen it before. Wow, Death Note Killer Within. Wow, that's something. Is that a Pac-Man game? That is the Pac-Man game. Alright, Little Nightmares. Okay. Yeah, after this gameplay, we'll go to that stuff. I need to remember. Sorry.
Old steed in the stable, a hero past his prime. How closely does the fate of Master Tiger mirror Mr. Sung Kwang's own struggles in life?
Hey, did you really need to emphasize the old and past his prime parts? Where exactly is the similarity?
You're missing the point. An old steed, I mean the sentiment, heroism, a heart full of righteousness and courage.
I'm sure. I need to turn it back up as soon as I can pause.
Attention, everyone! Make sure to capture all of Mr. Sung Kwang's magnificence.
It's actually pretty lame that I can't like pause and actually adjust volume during segments like this.
So that means I don't have much screen time, right? Phew, thank goodness. I can finally focus on investigating the miasma.
Miss Fufu, don't get distracted. We're about to roll. Action!
Action. All right.
Master Tiger and young
I better not skip that dialogue. I like that narrator. Sorry. Yeah, it's fine. Dang it! Wait, did they skip the entire dialogue? Oh, hold on. Dang it! And you can't restart missions. Hold on. I don't think I can die to these guys. They don't deal enough damage. Like, Rockaboo is unironically gonna kill them before they will ever get close to killing me. This is embarrassing. I wonder what that does. Oh, oh, that's actually perfect. I don't know why that does that, but that's actually perfect. That for some reason unstuck sends me back here.
An old steed in the stable, a hero past his prime. How closely does the fate of Master Tiger mirror Mr. Sung Kwang's own struggles in life?
That's I definitely missed this line when I was I just wasn't paying enough attention to this line. An old steed in the stable, past his prime, and how closely it follows the actual actor. Like, he's just being mean. Meanlessly.
Hey, did you really need to emphasize the old and past his prime parts? Where exactly is the similarity?
You're missing the point. An old steed. I mean the sentiment. Heroism. A heart full of righteousness and courage.
I'm glad I figured out how to start.
Attention, everyone! Make sure to capture all of Mr. Sung Kwang's magnificence.
So that means I don't have much screen time, right? Phew. Thank goodness. I can finally focus on investigating the miasma.
Miss Fufu, don't get distracted. We're about to roll.
Master Tiger and Young Tiger venture deeper into the heart of Mount Purgation, drawing closer to the truth behind the Purgation Bell, and to an even greater threat.
Yeah, they are just getting destroyed by him. I swear, if he has a line after this and he's just not saying anything, I'm also actually stuck.
Tigers split up, while Young Tiger faces nothing more than scattered stragglers.
Ow.
Master
Oh
Tiger's
wow, I had a
enemies
follow-up.
are really tough.
You've done that all on your own? Oh, I'm proud of
Actually
you.
look pretty standard.
Hey, you don't need to say that to their face.
He may look ordinary, but he's actually a master of martial arts.
I like seeing them run after me. That's funny. Ooh, he's got effect.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Only Master Sung Kwang's moves could.
Dang it! Really? That was it? That's so stupid. Come on. That's embarrassing. Also, yeah, I was trying to swap off of Fufu specifically because I know if Fufu's not the character you're playing as, I'm pretty sure Hu Wei can't kill. Whatever, I'm not resetting that again. Gosh, the dialogue takes so long to like go by. It's so frustrating. And they give you characters or enemies you can kill like instantly with a DPS that kills them instantly. Like, what? I don't own this character. Why are you letting me play as her? That's so weird. There's not an actual challenging fight, so why not just force me to use my own characters? Come on. Like, I can't even swap off of Evelyn if I also wanted to play as Fufu. That's so weird. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm liking the story. I think it's very entertaining, but like they just still has that stupid just bottom text going by at the bottom. Yeah, I know. Bottom text going by at the bottom, of course. But like the white text at the bottom just staying and lingering way longer than it needs to be. And it's not the end, so it takes forever if you want to actually hear all the dialogue. So frustrating. annoying. How is that still an issue? It was an issue since 1.5 with Evelyn and Astra. That was in January. That was actually in January. It's been half a year. And it's still a problem. Come on. That's just so lame. And again, it's combined with it. Also, I did see that it's Huey who goes in to bump her to, I guess, ask her to scratch his back. That's cute. But yeah, so lame. I kind of want to see the animation again. Just like it's been on for so long, and then they still give you enemies that you can kill so quickly. Why was that only one wave of characters? I actually could have killed that like before the first sentence completed. Gosh, like what is that, dude? Oh, Miss Fufu, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. As you know, Mr. Sung Hwang is quite proud, and he's not very pleased that I insisted on inviting Miss Fufu to star in the film. But, given Mr. Sung Hwang's reputation in the industry, I doubt he has any ill intentions. Since you're both from the rare Taigen Thyron clan, perhaps there's even some connection between you two. Why don't you two lead share your thoughts? After all, you're not on the same page. If you're not on the same page, it'll be tough to create good chemistry during filming. This is kind of awkward. I don't know. So you ask a black guy to go talk to the black guy because they're black? Is that how you roll, man? Mr. Sung Hwang is waiting for you over there. Okay. I guess it matters more when it's the end of the world, so there's like 10 of you. You're so amazing and sharp as ever. I don't need your praise.
Mr. Tung Hwang, you've always been well respected among Tiger Thyrans.
Among Tiger Thyrans? And how many of our kin are still left in New Eridu?
Dozen?
That's true. Many that I used to be in contact with have vanished without a trace.
Oh no. They're kidnapping Tiger Thyrans and selling their organs?
But that just makes it all the more heartening to see our kin excel in all walks of life.
You've only been with the crew for 2 days and you've already picked up how to smooth talk? You're also a distinguished disciple of Yunquei Summit, right? I've heard the master of Swabian Temple is a very powerful individual.
Shifu is very powerful. She also saved my life. If Shifu hadn't brought me back to the mountain when the Tiger tribe encountered a great disaster.
Oh? So it was your Shifu that took you in then? Well, you're lucky. But who's to say whether it's fortune or misfortune that we survived that disaster?
Oh, I guess it really was just a tribe of Tiger Thyrans, I guess originating in a sort of same point.
The forbidden artifacts must not be used.
Who the heck are you? You're a lot less interesting.
But what choice do we have?
It may be the Hollow or the will of the heavens that claims us, but it can never be.
I'd say it's fortune. We get to experience the world that our kin, family, and friends never will.
Fufu, stay alive!
From now on, you'll live in their stead.
But we must also bear the pain that they cannot.
The laws of our people shall not be broken.
Yes, that's why I started training at Yunquei Summit. What about you, Mr. Tung Hwang? You have your convictions too, don't you?
Convictions? I just don't want to follow in the footsteps of our kin. What meaning is there clinging on to convictions in the face of life and death?
Let me see that.
And this world, it's eat or be eaten. You didn't think the entertainment industry would be any different, did you?
We did give up a lot because of the Hollow. But surely there are things worth holding on to, even when faced with life and death.
Do all mystics speak with such grandeur?
I think so.
The true meaning of the scriptures is always hard to understand. But I think the reason we train and meditate is to fight for the things worth holding on to.
Our two heroes, the camera is ready to roll.
Cool. Well, they were having a nice conversation. I'm glad you can interrupt it. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm glad we got a lot more of Shang Guang. Filming the Hollow is so much fun. Chill out. Is this your first rodeo? Alright. Glad I was here for that. Why is there a kid? That still bothers me. We're in a hollow here. Yeah, that's miasmic. Something weird's gonna happen. And it's just like Hank Hill. Also, I hear that. Is that supposed to be that or something else? I wonder if that's supposed to be implicit of like, oh, there's a big ethereal just stomping around nearby. That's neat. Is that like a space? Not. It does look like thrusters. So I guess it does look like it's what's supposed to be a satellite of some kind. Alright, director. Are you 2 stars all set to go? I'm good. Action!
Run! It's dangerous here!
Huh? A sudden bout of miasma sweeps past. Ether corruption, hallucinations, ethereals, monsters? No, don't let the ethereals, the monsters, harm anyone. Master, help.
In the Hollow Era, demons and monsters ravaged the land. Evil spirits plagued the world. The court was corrupt with decadence. The martial world stood leaderless. Bandits ran rampant, and people suffered unbearably. However, there are always righteous warriors, drawing their swords and wielding their blades, standing for justice and chivalry.
Yeah, so they copy and pasted this line earlier. He spoke completely different words at the very start of the story, but they had this text on the screen. That feels like it was just a copy-paste error. Then, I guess. That's so weird.
The monsters are here!
Run!
Mama! Where are you?
Is that why we have a child here? To have a child crying and be sad?
What evil dares to befoul this place?
What the heck is this pose?
I am Ju-Hu-Hu of Yunquay Summit. Prepare to meet your doom!
Isn't she Chi-Hu-Hu in Japanese normally? Also, they named her character Ju-Hu-Hu. It's almost believable that this was all made before.
Master G! Master G is here! We're saved!
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny to me how they pronounced that. Yeah.
Master, please save my daughter. She's still trapped in the village.
Fear not, good people. Master Ju is here. There will be no suffering where I stand. Only justice.
Master G!
Master G!
Master G!
is here, and clear skies will follow.
Master
Right.
G!
Okay, I get it.
Rest here a while. Time is of the essence. I shall rush to the rescue.
Okay.
What an... Run!
What the heck was that?
But where can we go?
Hurry! We've got to save these people first.
Yeah, I did like that. It wasn't too obvious at first that it was an action scene. So this is all like effects or in universe what it should look like. Anyway, yeah, we have a reason for the child. And they even muffled all the noise too, so their dialogue is okay. All right, maybe it's good that I didn't ever pull Evelyn, because what is this lag, man? Hey, Coletta, you got this. You're my real superhero. Don't be afraid. I am here. Sobbing. Are you the great hero who's come to save us? The old storybooks always say that in times of danger, a sword-wielding hero will appear riding on a cloud. That's right. I'm the sword-wielding warrior you heard about. Back then, my hero didn't show up, but this time, I won't let the children down again.
Demons! You're demons! Help! Help me!
Don't leave me alone here.
I already saved the child.
Live on, my child.
Oh, it's so sad.
These wretched fiends. Such atrocities. I will not let them go unpunished!
Oh. Hey. Oh, that was weird and delayed. Oh, that's weird. I didn't have enough. Coletta, you got this. I do like the effects they're doing for this stage. Because of the movie. And the lag is terrible, though. Master. Are you badly hurt? Don't worry about me. There are still villagers trapped ahead. Hurry and save them. Alright, I've cleared out all the evil creatures around here. Don't wander too far. Help. Someone help. So sad. Oh, we're actually going all the way around. I think we'll come back here. Alright. But yeah. The just overall effects. Oh, hey. I wasn't expecting this. Any dialogue? No? Cool. Yeah, like, I don't even own this character. It's a trial Evelyn, and she can just one-shot the moms. But yeah, I did notice that. I was about to say, the white text is actually flowing. It's actually not just lingering. It still is the problem that you can just zip by it because you can kill the very weak mobs too fast. They need to balance that out way better. Yeah. It's going by correctly, I think, so I don't need to wait as long. Our hero, I've been waiting forever for you to show up. When those demons attacked, I hurriedly fled with all these villagers. The demonic energy is everywhere. Somehow we ended up here. The dark energy seems to corrupt people's bodies. The villagers can barely move anymore. No need to panic. I'll deal with the source of that dark energy and lead everyone out of here. I can't believe I get a tutorial for that because you can do this before you get to 2.0. Oh, either. Excuse me, sorry. Tutorial. I think I've almost 100% this area. The Falum Heights. Like, come on. Miasma tumor has been destroyed. Signs of human tampering. Something's fishy. Something's fishy with the film crew. Someone must be pulling strings behind the scenes. As miasma dissipates, everyone snaps out of their hallucinations. The villagers gradually regain consciousness. Okay, so it was actual.
Stop right there.
Huh?
Get rid of them.
Hi, guys. Oh, hey, she has a crit buff. Pop. Gosh, this lag is wild. You just don't get that normally.
Everyone, are you all right?
So I guess it was real? That's a bit hard to tell, man.
Oh, head. So dizzy.
It was like a joint hallucination because they're making a movie, so the movie became real and based off of real events.
I feel like I fought Miss Fufu for 2 hours.
The equipment... it's all broken. And the film is burnt.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's probably because the ether concentration got higher than the equipment could handle.
Well, that's also that ends well. That was a lot of hard work.
Oh, forget about the darn equipment.
Oh, thank goodness.
If it weren't for you, we'd all be lost in the hollow. To think that producer promised me a completely safe filming environment.
Well, I'm glad he wasn't actually like shady or too actually sleazy.
I looked around, but there are still some crew members I couldn't find.
At least we found the one child.
Right, both the producer and Sung Kwang are missing, as well as other colleagues.
The producer was here?
I suspect... No, I'm certain this was no accident. The Exaltists are behind this.
I couldn't care less about the producer's survival, but he has the remaining funds for the film.
But you've all been exposed to highly concentrated ether for too long. You need to leave the hollow as quickly as possible. I'll escort you out first. Mr. Director, please arrange medical assistance for everyone before the corruption symptoms worsen. I'll come back with other disciples of the temple and look for the rest of the crew. I'll also get in touch with the association's rescue squad.
Thank you, Miss Fufu.
Thank you. Protecting the crew. Fufu evacuates everyone from the hollow. Let's head back to the temple and report to Shifu. Alright, but there are people missing, so cool. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice Fufu doesn't want to take. But you know, someone will. But I am willing to make. Alright, game, come on. Bum, 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 bum. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, come on, video game. I can't say that word. The Exaltus poison runs even more rampant than Shifu expected. There's no time to waste. I gotta tell Shifu about this right away. I can't believe Evelyn couldn't take it, keep everyone safe. Also, there's a good chance this Swabian temple could be anachronistic to the time this story actually takes place, but I guess it doesn't actually matter. Actually, we can check from this testing and it'll be voiced, right? Be in the temple, not a single message, not even a note left behind. Dear Shifu. What? Oh, my dear Shifu, why do you always vanish at the most crucial moments? Bedroom. Shifu. Not in the room either. Shifu's not here, but I can still have my junior disciples. Let's go ask Yinhu for help. See here too. You were not there when I walked in. I would have seen you. Junior, it's urgent. Fufu. She asked me to wait for you at the temple before she left. She didn't explain much. All she said was, old grudges are hard to settle. He who ties the knot, just untie it. She then said, if Fufu doesn't understand, just tell her this is a problem she needs to solve all on her own. Yeah, I have no clue what she's talking about. There should be an A in yeah. Yeah. You gotta have a few more yeah in the actual text for me to believe that's how she talks. But since it's Shifu Swift, one more thing. Belian was looking everywhere for you, Fufu. Seems like it had something important to give you. Before you head out, why don't you check on Belian first? Oh, you're over here? You don't you have a whole pedestal there normally? Belian. Bellion. Master Fufu. A mysterious guest gave me this thing, and specifically named Master Fufu to receive it personally. I know I shouldn't bother you without good reason, but they said it was a matter of life and death. Uh-oh. Holy crap, what is this? Nanu and Nene. No bracket. You, with an extra U. You taught us to always put people's safety first, so I thought I should hand this over to you. Man, holy crap, man. Alright, that's just too noticeable because they forgot the bracket, the curly parentheses for the start of that sentence, and that somehow added a whole extra U to you. Belly in hand? What do you mean? Come on, just one person look through this. You dropped the space in belly. Belly and hands over a small belly and hands. Okay, sorry, but yeah, first off, it should be hands. Aside from the space between belly and hand, belly and hands over a voice recorder with a small Exaltus emblem on the end. Play a recording.
Faithless souls cannot ascend the stairs to sanctuary, but there's always some kindling in dust more special than others.
This voice, it's the Exaltist speaker.
Do you know who that is? Like, did you recognize him specifically?
Miss Fufu, I'm honored to have you attend my performance, yet you refuse to cooperate.
I'm trying to see if this sounds familiar. Is this the director?
I regret that I must temporarily break this wonderful illusion and discuss the terms of our deal in this cruel and boring reality.
Sounds like it could be the director, but it's probably the producer, who I don't think we saw visually or specifically.
The deal is simple. Trade your life for the lives of the crew. The hollow coordinates have been logged in the flash drive. Come alone, or else. I know villains are not to be trusted, but you have no choice.
Oh, yeah, we're outplayed here. The recording comes to an abrupt end. And this scoundrel's got some nasty intentions. Master Fufu, what should we do? What should Bellion go and gather Shifu and disciples? No need to make a fuss, Bellion. Why is there a single quotation mark? If I don't come back for a while, sorry, a double quotation mark, but only on the left side. Tell Shifu about this. But since Shifu left a message beforehand, she must know what's going on. Shifu believes in me too. Believes I can save everyone. Is this so? Is Fufu going to save them now? Prepare first. Because that's the end of the story. Oh, sorry, not the end of the story right now, but it is the end. Meaning, I go check on Digimon. Sorry, Digimon. All right, before we do that though, first off, audio capture and turn that off. Actually, just the audio capture, so it's audible. So I'm not just looking at a void. Maybe I will leave this like that, and so I will remember to turn it back up when I'm done. Hold on. Yeah, all right, so it is on Digimon right now. What was that? Oh, Goku. I don't honestly Dragon Ball much. Sorry. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, this is stuff they showed off before already. I'm stupid, sorry.
The world where Digimon live?
It looks like it. It has nice animations. Yeah, something I do notice is they got a modern Waylord-sized Waymon. Like, so they... Same problem as like modern Digimon. Overall, 450 Digimon, which probably means not too much over. They'd probably say 460 or more, right? Yeah. That's probably like 455. That's still like, I think over 100 more than the Cyber Sleuth games, as I recall. Yeah, and that'll also be cool.
本作の主人公は超
Oh,
常
so
現
this
象
is
の
how
調
the
査
agent
解
character
決を
select
専門
looks.
とした秘密組織アダマスに所属するエージェントです。2人のエージェントのうちいずれかを選択します。
I'll be honest, I really do like how
物
the
語
girl
の
looks.
舞
She's
台は
very
日本
cute.
東京政府によって封鎖された新宿の一区画で未知の生物デジモンに遭遇するところから始まります。これこそがあなたの最初の仲間となるデジモンになります。
So is this really how that first sorry, I also know I bumped the mic cord. So is this really how the first Digimon selection screen looks? That's kind of weird. I wonder how it narratively functions as our first select, but yeah. Marching fishes. Oh, you can't see their attacks at least. It looks like they'll probably all be the same. Oh wait, no, I figured that would also be the case. So instead of having an element attack, he actually has an AoE with lifesteal on it, which makes sense. Digimon 2 I'd probably pick. Also get to see that he's weak to fire and light and resistant to water and dark. I think that makes sense. I think there's another Digimon game where they had like weaknesses and resistances like that. In the original Cyber Sleuth, it was just binary. If you're a light, you're weak to dark, and if you're a fire, you're weak to water. And if you're like, I think Earth was weak to wind. They had like 3 triangles. It was like water, or it was water to fire to ice, and I think ice was stronger than water. No, that they had a big, a super effective circle rather than just being everything has a specific weakness and resistance. So yeah, I like that. Also, how much SP does he have? I was kind of interested because it says this is 65, which is, I think, yeah, this is 55. So it looks like they might have a lot more SP than in Cyber Sleuth. So because I'm pretty sure like these moves would normally be like 30. Yeah, they should be, because like, I mean, yeah, that's obviously way higher than I think like my Digimon. I have Arcadiamon Ultra, and his super move is a defense ignoring AoE that heals him, so it's like 50 SP. So, and then like Mach, the standard neutral attack that hits everything, that at its latest stage is 9 or 10 SP. So yeah, this is like a completely different amount of SP per attacks system. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be quite a bit different, probably more close to how much HP we have. But it's weird that you don't see the SP stat. I wonder how that'll work.
その後調査を進めていく中で様々な出来事に遭遇し、
Yeah.
最終的には謎の爆発
Probably,
に
yeah.
巻き込まれてしまい
Almost
ます。
feels like there's going to be an eater type of thing where things absorb human DNA as
一
data.
方、来たる世界崩壊を食い止めるべく、人間世界とデジモンが住むデジタルワールド、
It looks nice.
二つの世界をまたいで冒険を
It definitely looks like they'll actually be making a game for a console rather than the PS Vita, which is what the previous games were.
まさにデジモンにとって不平のテーマと言えます。
In
特に
some ways.
キーとなるキャラクター、ミソの祈りと
Yeah.
アイギオモン。
Yeah, so close bonds for the relationship with these two. It'll nice to have a character, a narrative character specifically tied to another main and clearly important Digimon, especially if you know his evolution lines. This is quite nice as well. I quite like the open areas. It's honestly almost the ZZZ sort of thing. You have wider open areas, but you know, it's not like open world or anything, but it's wider area, just big areas you can travel through. Sort of like the how Philium Heights is doing. And actually quite a bit.
これから初めてデジモンゲームを遊ぶ方も全く新しい
Yeah.
体験ができるのだと
I
思い
mean,
ます。
I'm definitely interested in it narratively. I don't think that Cyber Sleuth games were bad stories, but you know, just nothing special,
前作デジモンストーリーシリ
and
ー
had
ズで
their
は
low
デジ
moments.
タルワールドへ行くことはほとんどなく、その手前の電脳世界と人間世界との行き来が主でしたが、今作ではこれまでにない繊細な表現で描かれた
Actually being in the digital world gives, I think, yeah, just like this really cool area design, just like this. I want to back up to that. Just looking at it, first off, gosh, I think there's like I think it is South American, like cities you see like this, probably maybe in Mexico too. I don't know, unfortunately specifically, but like just these buildings stacked on top of more buildings, Like, it's very cool way to go about having a city, and then it has all these industrial parts to it because it's a Digimon game. Holy crap, this quality though. That's a fake 720p if I ever saw one.
探索することが可能になっています。
Yeah, and then it just ends with this sort of skyscraper sort of thing with more buildings stacked on top of it, so it's more like more places where Digimon could be living. Really cool. And I think the Parrotmon boss fight we saw before in previous trailers is up here. So that's cool. And then yeah, just having forests or actual ocean areas. I did want to just note that specifically, man. Freaking look how small this Waymon is. Like, the Seatronmon is huge. But your little Waymon is the size of his head. That's actually so tragic. This is absolutely Pokemon X and Y's Waylord. Like, it's just so tiny. Yeah, a lot of quick looks at a bunch of future areas. I honestly don't want to look at it too hard if I'm going to be playing it. I don't think I want to know much beyond this wider area, and hopefully they don't do it. Yeah, and it's also just cool to just have a large, you know, cast of NPCs you can find that are actual Digimon. Oh. Also, English VA, from what I've heard so far, it's not the coolest, but you know. Yeah. It's also really cool that the Digimon will actually be wandering around, so it's not like random encounters. That's actually pretty rad. You can avoid them if you don't want to fight. And yeah, get your animations. And none of the animations look too long either, so that's also really cool. Yeah. Otherwise, unfortunately, the gameplay does feel looking very, very similar to Cyber Sleuth, which isn't the coolest thing ever, because Cyber Sleuth was a very basic JRPG type of game. But having more varied weaknesses, I think, would go a long way. Top of this cross arts thing, or like extra buffs from your main tamer, which yeah, just didn't have that sort of like summoning thing. Summoning, you know, like how summons work in like Final Fantasy games. Yeah, that was like the Digivolve evolution area, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just this cool blocks floating around area that just looks cool. Also, yeah, all the models look really nice too. Oh, is he degenerating back down to Gomamon? Is that what we saw? Yeah, there he is. Gomamon. But the stats are kind of interesting way to go about it. Alright, also here we can see the SP. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Marching Fishers. I think it was 50 earlier, wasn't it? I kind of want to note that. Alright. Remember where I am. About 7 minutes behind. Now I'm traveling back at like 10. Yeah, it was 50. 55 SP, and then I guess from digivolving and degenerating, you can actually up your stats totally. So like now his main signature attack costs less SP. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Maybe it's a personality thing, because I remember personality being a thing. Probably should have put like Bandai Digimon showcase reaction 2 in the title. Kind of feels bad that I'm just doing this in the middle of the Fufu agent story. Whoops. Yeah, it's just really cool. I love Digimon, so I can't help it. And it's live. Might as well do it now. Yeah, seeing these agents ghosts too isn't just, yeah, another cool way. Just adding anything. If you're gonna keep like the core gameplay that was already in like Cyber Sleuth, just the main and very basic turn-based gameplay, being able to spice it up in any way is cool. So yeah. Cross arts. Yeah. And this was just DPS. Cool. You can just deal damage. You can actually just shoot Digimon as a human being. That's rad. Not in converting. No longer need to go all the way to like your Digifarm to Digiconvert, so that's cool. 450 trainable Digimon available. Yeah. I already saw quite a few like genuinely new Digimon that didn't exist before this game that they already revealed, so it'll be cool to see if they have a decent number of Digimon that just haven't existed on top of just new Digimon that weren't in previous games. I think Human. Gosh. Human's kind of creepy. I forget he's like Ninja Turtle green, because I think the first time I ever saw Human, I think he was... I swore he was sort of grayer, not as hard green. What? Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. The in-game graphics. I remember him from... Maybe I just remember him wrong. Yeah, that looks pretty green. He was... Wow. Like a very muddy green in the Digimon RPG. I'm not bringing up the pictures, but yeah. It's very brighter green. Actually, I want to bring up this one. Like, yeah. Yeah, because it's not like as bright green. And his purples aren't as bright either, so he's very much more vibrant right now, which, I don't know, kind of pops. I wonder if that's part of what makes him look creepy. Maybe he's just a bit... I don't know, I can't find the word. Let me close this. It might be costing resources of my computer. Murugamon was pretty distracting to me with how he looked, because I remember him from Data Squad, so he had like much bulkier design. I think they shrunk his feet, which was a notable part, but like also his pauldrons were like huge, on top of just being a giant, one of those giant Digimon. Now he's only twice as big as a normal person sized, instead of like 5 times as big. Black Agumon.
セントラルタウンは冒険の中心地として何度も訪れることになるため、立体感ある構造や密度感、BGM など活気に満ち満ちた雰囲気から次の冒険も頑張ろうと思えるようなそんな空間作りを意識しています。
That is a partner's Agumon. That's pretty cool. Oh, Fademon. He was in the game. I remember that. I saw that though. I saw that little animation. He has his laser on his hip and then it floats over to his hand. Alright, cool. It's fine. Wappa. Oh, the menu. The menu does look nice. I think these are actual battle numbers. So it looks like it genuinely might be up to 4. It's hard to tell if Agumon is fully guessed. Good night. Sorry, someone left. It's hard to tell if Agumon is a true like guest character or if you can actually swap him out. Because if you can swap him out, yeah, up to 4 Digimon now. That's a lot more. That's a whole new Digimon you can add to your currently fighting party. Oh, you know, something I didn't pay attention to sorry, is like, we'll see if they bring up a Digimon's menu. Personality skill and personality, interesting. Prankster. Okay, so it looks like, if that is the case, if this menu tells me enough of everything I would be able to learn, he might not have like, they might not have like a unique support skills like they did in Cyber Sleuth, which would, I think the Cyber Sleuth, the support skills were kind of the interesting part of the Cyber Sleuth gameplay. It's the most interesting thing you can do. It's like support skills are just a passive ability that applies to all your active team members. Okay, so or also the singer, yeah. Battle, reserve, and guest. Okay, so we already knew. Why am I forgetting Meteor? Wow, I just can't remember her name. That sucks because I really like her. I just drew a blank on her name for some reason. But yeah. So yeah, officially Agumon is a guest, but I guess he can level up. Okay, but no. Okay, so this is if it. I am reading this screen right. So you do have 3 main Digimon, but you'll probably almost always have Agumon with you. So you'll always have like a fourth party member, and then the other guests will also be on field with you, probably doing their own thing. And then you have 3 main and 3 reserves. It's all right. So that's a lot less Digimon you can have actively to, you know, filter through in case you're like revives stalling. Like you're just spamming your revive items to try to keep chipping down the enemy. So you have less members to do that with. I assume your guests will actually take damage though. And so they're not like as overpowered as they are in a Cyber Sleuth. Because then, like, the enemy can literally hit the guest and they literally do nothing. Because the guest can't die. So, like, it's like just a free turn for you if the enemy ever just only attacks the guest. So, cool if they actually nerf that. Yeah, yeah. It'll be interesting to see what personality skills. This might be the support skills. Isn't that like King of Triumph? I'll see beasting the animation for oh, the Mojimon. Alright, this was a very old Digimon that we got to see come back. And yeah, this skill. It looks like only 4 skills though, so 4 skills and 4 bonus skills, and then your skills. I guess Digimon will, some Digimon might genuinely have up to 4 special moves, like naturally. That's kind of interesting. I mean, they have room for up to 4, so maybe like someone like Omnimon has like 2 sword. It's probably mostly going to be 2 at most. I wanted to see that right now. Yeah, Digimon has a health bar. That's all that matters to me. I hope the girl has a health bar too. Why can I not remember her name? Why am I forgetting? I genuinely like that Digimon. She's my favorite of the Olympus 12. Oh, it's Olympus, by the way. I thought it was US. Minervamon. Why did I forget Minervamon? I'm annoyed by myself. I'm sorry for stumbling over my words. I can, but it still. How did I forget Minervamon? Still talking about Digimon. They might be talking about. Oh, they might just finish. Ooh, Dokugamon. I think Dokugamon might have been in there. It was easy to miss Digimon. You just don't see your Dokugamon often. And with the rookies, this looks like the area you are in right before getting to the city, because you're like in the sewer area. Ooh, you can get an Impmon by this point though. That's pretty cool. He's so cool. Wait, was that? So was that? Okay, you don't see the name of the Digimon. Probably would have been nice too. Yeah, they show off a boss fight. Wow. This is like the tutorial, the set team that they showed off with, and gave people who played the demo at, like, I think a little demo at I think Summer's Game Fest, and then some content creators were able to like play this and show it off. Shoot. I'm suddenly very tired. I need to get through Jufufu's story. I'm sorry about taking a break from Jufufu's story to watch Digimon. Almost done, don't worry. Like, all the Digimon designs, I like most Digimon designs. I think they're cool, so it's cool to be getting a strange story with them. Yeah. Let's read the text. I'll wait for reading like anything specifically said by characters within trailers when I get the game, hopefully. Nice shirt. Yeah, it looks cool. Totally getting Devimon. he was doing the same thing I was about to say. I'm totally getting Devimon, and he's saying his starter. Also, there you go. Goldramon. All right. I think that was... They had the list. Code Vein I already saw. And Digimon Cyber Sleuth were the two things I really cared about. I like Patapon, but, you know. I already know enough about it. And that is it. It is done. It is finished. Back to 4. But don't worry. Back to GCZ. Okay, one final thoughts on Digimon. It looks cool. I just like it. It'll be cool to finally explore the digital world. I need to reconnect my controller. All right, please don't cause any issues. Please. Good. Don't touch that. Oh yeah, it'll be cool to just see the digital areas. And we saw from that, they probably showed off like every single area within that short little span of flashing images, but at least it was only just a fraction of a second running. So it looks like there's a lot of cool areas, and they showed off at least the first 2 and some of the real world in Japan. But outside the real world Japan, yeah, the areas look sick. I just love the town area. I think it looks rad. And then like a tree. Okay, 3 areas. Just the tree forest area. Just, you know, Ewok village sort of thing. People living in trees. I don't know. It's just... Maybe it's not the most distinct and unique thing, but it looks rad. And it's sick. And that'll be where Bacchusman is. And more story there. And the water area, of course. Being underwater. Pretty rad. I'm very descriptive. But, you know, just... nice to have varied places. Alright, and then yeah, in the same vein as he was doing, I'm hoping Devimon can digivolve into Dividramon. That's mostly all I want. I just think Dividramon looks cool, and the biggest hope is that Dividramon can digivolve into Chimeramon. Probably not happening, but then at least he'll be able to Devimon, and then the common evolution to, or the DNA evolution to Chimeramon tends to be Devimon plus Kabuterimon for some reason. Even though it's just like Kabuterimon's arms. I think Chimeramon has Kabuterimon's head though too, so that's probably it. And even though it's also just Devimon's arms, it's like a lot of his influence as well into the Digimon. So yeah, I think my goal will be to make my Devimon Millenniumon. Presumably we already saw had it spoiled for us in the special move quick showcase that Millenniumon will be in the game, so it'll be interesting to see if Moon Millenniumon and Zed Millenniumon will also be there. Presumably, like, come on, it's hard to just say, yeah, we put Millenniumon, he's a fan favorite, and not just put in his Digi-Evolutions too. Like they've been in like the story Dawn and Dusk as well, so yeah. Anyway. So Fufu, I think she's having an agent story. Also, I saw that. Y'all notice how smooth and clean Fufu looks? Yeah, this is not 720. Yeah, that's better. Unfortunately, I need that for lag. Alright, move out! Find the man keeping hostages, and we still have Evelyn. Cool. Honestly, I don't need a third agent. Come on. This team is broken already. I heard a noise. What's the noise? What's the noise? But yeah. I know, I spent that... freaking...
Existence and annihilation, brilliance and decay, bliss and suffering, all shall return to the Creator.
He started that mid-sentence. Like, I only heard... So I didn't even hear him say life and... Also...
Quit the act!
It's doing the thing again.
Blessings are granted without bias, thus ignorance is mankind's sin. Those who squander such grace must be refined.
Yeah, these longer sentences take forever and linger for quite a while when they really don't need to if it's spoken. So that's frustrating.
Me and my Shifu have dealt with countless evils.
Alright, this is also a short statement. Come on. Okay. That was it, though. Fair enough. Are you kidding me? Okay. Alright, that was awesome. Never mind. Thank you, video game. Alright, well, he's done talking, so I can probably... I guess I should have... Thanks, man. Gosh, what is that, son? I've played Evelyn before, so yeah, this is really just a unique issue to this place. Stop? I know exactly why that happened and it's cringe. Okay. I also saw him exploding and really couldn't react.
The flickering flames of the kindling illuminate the steps for the sanctuary's chosen. Even the most faithless dust shall bask in this glory.
I really feel like this is the director. Sorry, I'm trying to bait.
I hope everyone's okay. We gotta hold on.
I'm glad you gave me so much time to think about.
One step further, and you may shed your mortal sins.
Gosh dang, man.
The final domain does not open without refinement.
Gosh, this lag is just awful. Like, my computer isn't good. It's just objective.
May the Creator refine us.
Please, that sounds like the end of a sentence. It looks like the end of a sentence.
Don't cross the line.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Actually,
Precision strikes initiated.
I was wondering why I just wasn't... Sorry. I forgot. When I have my Xbox controller, I have input issues, and so I couldn't even do the hold input. Oh, yeah. Oh, there were people in there. But that one was probably my computer being so bad that I couldn't tell. Alright, I assume we're going down to the same area. I thought there was a elevator across from me. Why did we have a child, man? Honestly, I had to look again because I think that little spike was right against him, and first off, it's slightly floating off of the vine, I think. But then also, first off, y'all can leave this. Come on. But I thought it was like piercing him. That would have been kind of insane. Yeah, that sucks to be you. Wait, what did you say though? You said something about the director? Oh, okay. So the director's been taken. I don't know. It feels like I could believe him a villain. Ah, but I guess he's passed out over there probably.
Our two heroes. You must be exhausted. If Tiger Thyrans weren't so rare, if the bell wasn't so demanding, I wouldn't have had to go through all the trouble of staging this grand performance.
I assume that is the producer?
Just to lure you both into my trap.
I guess he really did plan out Fufu beating up his actors.
Though I must say, I'm surprised that our little cub actually has some claws, unlike a certain paper tiger. Our sect has suffered greatly. Capturing Yishuan's prized disciple is no easy feat.
I know I wanted a stereotypical villain as a cover, but your lines and character are just a little too villainous, don't you think?
I can't tell if he's admitting to being with them.
When faced with one's death, is that not when they throw reason to the wind?
You don't actually think you're some sort of fated, chosen antagonist or something, right?
Okay, so he's just making fun of them.
Your boss is gone. Your organization is in shambles. And yet, you just so happen to stumble upon a treasure of the Tiger Thyrans while walking through the hollow?
Hold on. I'm just muting myself for a second and I forgot. I can't do that without disconnecting my...
You're unbelievably stupid. Are the only things rattling around in that head of yours lines to suck up to your creator?
Get him.
Silence! I should have purified that tongue of yours with the flames of refinement.
Cover? Tiger Thyron treasure? What are you talking about, Mr. Tsang Huang?
The Tiger Bane Bell, a specialized W engine capable of resonating with and catalyzing ether. It boosts the user's abilities at the cost of a Tiger Thyron's life.
Oh, they have a super engine.
That's the information you have, right, Mr. Villain?
Ah, dang, he is in leagues with them.
Criminals using criminals. What a cliche plot twist.
Cliche indeed. Which is why it only works on fools. The Tiger Bane Bell was crafted by my dead kin. Such cruel technology can rapidly catalyze the victim's life energy inside a hollow, at the cost of turning them into an ethereal, of course.
Wait. Rapidly catalyze a victim's life. Okay. Wait. No, that sentence is confusing to me. What do you mean? Yeah, catalyze the victim's life energy and it turns them into ethereal. But you catalyze, and the cost of catalyzing them is turning into ethereal. Catalyzing almost sounds like, yeah, they turn into an ethereal anyway. That's weird.
And if the victim is a Tiger Thyron, the wielder can even consume the victim's ether aptitude and life energy to strengthen themselves.
I remember now. But wasn't that a forbidden relic of the Tiger Thyrons? It should have been lost in that disaster all those years ago.
It is indeed a forbidden weapon of our people. What I told you wasn't a lie. But I didn't tell you the whole truth either. The user must be a Tiger Thyron, and they must also have an ether resonance that matches that of the victim.
Ah, so he has to kill a Tiger Thyron to become a Super Tiger Thyron.
This powerful tool from being abused by villains. We Tiger Thyrons aren't foolish enough to create a tool that could be used against us.
Okay, never mind. The explanation of this is confusing. The user must be a Tiger Thyron. Okay. And they have to match ether with their enemy.
There's no reason to preserve such cruel technology.
But I mean, it could be really cool.
Cool? Yes, it's cannibalistic and cruel. But life in and of itself is cruel, little tiger of Yunquay Summit.
So, it does only work on other Tiger Thyrons. I'm sorry, this explanation and technology is... dialogue is confusing. I don't like it.
We never had the courage to face such harshness until the downfall of our kin. So after this, I'll be the only one who must live with this cruelty.
So are we like the last two tigers?
What are you two yammering on about? Seems like you've completely forgotten about me, the villain.
No one cares about you.
Tiger Bane Bell right now and send you both on your way.
So wait. Huh?
What? Why isn't it working?
He just said only tigers can use it.
You just don't listen, fool. Your part as the villain is coming to an end. But before that, do me one last favor. Help me defeat this outstanding disciple of Yunquay Summit.
So like they're working together, but they're also opposing. He tried to kill him?
I don't think she's so kind-hearted that she'll simply let me devour her.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Eat or be eaten. That's the way of the world, Fufu.
Fufu. Okay. The Tiger Thyron, claiming to be Master Tiger, breaks free and easily takes control of the Tiger Bane Bell. The Tiger Bane Bell, the forbidden weapon of the Tiger Thyrons, tremble. Suspended in midair, the W engine radiates a ear-piercing sound that instantly turns the Exaltus into a terrifying ethereal.
Well, a grand performance indeed.
Oh wow, they're fat.
Driving the tiger to devour the wolf. A sandpiper and a clam locked in a struggle, only for the fishermen to claim the prize. A mantis stalking a cicada, unaware of the finch behind it, waiting to strike. thoughts never get old.
Nothing
But I think I prefer playing the villain.
No, I think he's evil, by the way, guys.
Give up. Rather than becoming food for the ethereals, why not nourish your own kind?
Final one.
Isn't that more in line with your so-called righteousness? Yunquei Summit's proud disciple.
I'm trying to use her special.
I'll take point.
Otherwise, wouldn't that be a waste of the grand hero story I so carefully staged just for you?
I think he's out of dialogue, so that's actually good. Actually timed it well if you don't have an overpowered team.
Nothing reaches my soul.
Oh, dang, I tried to spam. Oh. Ah, dang it, my computer's bad. Sucks, but...
Oh, beautiful! Beautiful!
Wow, incredible!
Quite on set.
Why didn't you just finish me?
Because true heroes stand tall for justice.
Seems I've lost,
Funny.
you lucky child.
That was funny. I was entertained.
I put on such a great performance, but in the end...
Putting on such a show, taking so many lives, all just to steal my power?
When all careful plans fail, it all comes down to one fatal miscalculation. I knew all Yunquei Summit disciples were good, but I didn't think you were this good.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm a senior of Swabian Temple, Tiger Thyron Ju Fufu, the righteous heroine Master Ju.
I remember that line from the trailer.
Oops, I didn't mean to say that last line.
You're really into the role, aren't you? Let's finish the scene then. Come, Victor. Use the forbidden artifact stained with the blood of our kind, the Tiger Bane Bell, and devour me.
Who would want to devour you? You look like a villain who's hard to stomach.
Hard to stomach? Do you think I've been eating nothing but good food on my journey?
So you murdered the real Mr. Tsang Huang with the Tiger Bane Bell, right?
Okay. I guess they were trying to foreshadow that by only calling him Master Thyron.
I siphoned the life of our kin and stole the power within their flesh, along with all the hatred, suffering, and anger. Eat or be eaten. That's how I've come this far.
You want to live this way, even at the cost of hurting your own kin?
Eat or be eaten. You'll understand soon, Zhi Fufu.
I don't understand, and I don't agree with it. If we have to live by devouring the flesh of others, then why? Why do we fight so desperately to stop the Hollow from devouring us?
It's because of these so-called ideals and principles that the Tiger Thyron settlement was swallowed by a Hollow. If we'd only used the Tiger Bane Bell that day, that ethereal would have been...
There is no if only. When I was young and would remember that night, crying and saying if only, that's what Shifu would tell me. Sacrificing the lives of one's kin in order to save the rest. Is that doing the right thing? Nobody can say. The good at that moment, the evil at that moment. Perhaps it's all just a matter of a single thought. A single thought leaves behind so many regrets, so many what-ifs, and so much sacrifice and love. There is no if only. I've stopped dwelling on the rights and wrongs of the past. All I know is that here and now, I have to do what's right.
How do you know that my choice is wrong?
Killing people.
Shifu also taught me another lesson. Know when to stop reasoning with the bad guys. You couldn't beat me today, so you have no choice but to take my words as a given.
I mean, that's funny. We could give more reasoning, but shut up. We're done here.
Maybe one day I'll be able to answer your question, or maybe I won't. But until some other powerful villain takes my life, I'll continue doing what I think is right. I won't devour you, nor will I take your life. I'm handing you over to public security and making sure you receive judgment in the name of the righteousness that you so despise.
Fufu.
Huh?
I hate your name. It makes me feel you've had too good a life this far.
I like my name. It does make me feel like I've had a good life so far.
No, I'm glad they agree. Okay. Tiger Theron, that was neither Master Tiger nor Sheng Huang, was subdued by Fufu, and what awaits him is not retribution or the repayment of blood debt, but the judgment of public security. The kidnapped crew had been in the hollow for a long time. After being evacuated under Fufu's escort, everyone was taken to the medical center for treatment. Oh, this is loading screen. Actually, this is going to be a while. I'll have a nice little epilogue, probably a conversation, presumably with Shifu, Ijuan, and Fufu, right? Anytime now. Gosh, this sucks. Anytime now. Come on. Come on. Boot up. Come on. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there we are. I will say, yeah, her legs were not that big. And that artwork made her legs much bigger. I think they were trying to do a perspective thing, but I don't think it was too accurate. There we go. Fufu reports everything that happened in the hollow to Shifu. About the film crew's perils, the manipulated Exaltist, and of course, the Tiger Thyron who hunted his own kind.
You've grown a lot, Fufu.
You're making me blush, Shifu. Though, what are you referring to? My fighting? Magic? Or tactics?
I'm talking about your skill in lecturing villains on morality.
Shifu, you're making fun of me again.
It's an important skill for us good guys to have. Making your grand entrance with an impressive line and exiting with righteous words. Isn't that exactly the kind of hero you aspire to become, Fufu?
Maybe being a great hero or a legendary figure doesn't always mean you have to be impressive, brave, or even powerful. Maybe doing the right thing is more important than becoming a hero.
Wow. You sure this isn't a kid?
Master Fufu.
Huh? Yes, Shifu.
Remember to feed the bird for me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ijuan. A few months later, Legend of the Tiger Warrior couldn't complete filming as scheduled. What's currently showing at Swebian Temple is a director's cut cobbled together from filming footage and behind-the-scenes clips. Oh. Wow!
That's amazing! So you crushed the schemes of the Exaltists and Master Tiger just like that?
No need to praise me. Shifu's actually been secretly watching over me all this time. That's how we always managed to get away safely. So even if I ran into a situation I couldn't handle, Shifu would have stepped in and taken care of it.
Oh, but you still did it all on your own, Fufu. Good job. You're the best, Fufu.
Oh, so being humble is also a virtue of the great Master Fufu? Since
Master?
Shifu never showed up, doesn't that prove you're already a capable hero in your own right?
Junior Belle, don't call me that. Plus, I realize that rather than being called Master Fufu, I much prefer being everyone's senior disciple Fufu. So don't be afraid when you encounter demons or evil spirits. Senior disciple Fufu will always be there to defeat them.
Cool. Anyway, this was anachronistic, the temple. I'm sure that confirms it, like, because it's months later. Which means, yeah, months later than Belle arrives. That's cool. Oh, yeah, right. I already forgot about the specials. Okay, well. I might as well do that. Oh, it's a story segment. Alright. Fufu. There was probably a TV in this Weibin temple. Oh, Inkblot, hello. Fufu, agent story complete. Thoughts? Yeah, I enjoyed that quite a bit. I think that ending hit well. No, I think the Exaltus was playing it up a bit. So, all right. So there was they have a super evil, powerful W engine that the Tigers did that only Tigers can use. That was interesting. And the antagonist has been using it to eat other Tigers. Wow. And so he did enact this entire scheme to bait Fufu into joining his little movie production. And then was going to use it to eat her, I guess. Unfortunately, she's actually strong, so he couldn't win. But yeah, that does make me question the opening a bit. Yeah, because man, Fufu was just showed up. I guess they were really good at acting like thugs. And she just talked in a way that she just normally doesn't. Because she did the same. It was a funny, goofy scene, but yeah, because they wanted to make you think, oh, is she acting? She part of the performance? No. She's just being weird, which she just... weird in a way she just normally isn't, so... It was noticeable, I think. Not... most positive thing. It's a mostly minor point, though, but yeah. Being confused and being suckered into being pulled into the play. I don't know. That was a bit of a convoluted plan, and hard to imagine it would have actually worked if people were normal. Because I don't know how his plan. Yeah, I just don't quite know. Appreciate that. He worked with the Exaltus. He was just using them, though, and turned them into ethereals. Who knows what the Exaltus were actually doing. It seemed like they hated each other, but he did bait them in. We don't actually know enough about the Exaltus or what they do or why they do. I think the why is the most important, so it's hard to tell how he even convinced them to join up with him and what they even wanted from him. Or are they just turning people into ethereals? Is that all? I don't know. Weird. I guess they want bodies, and so yeah, any means to do that, I guess. Still, I don't know. Not a foolproof plan, so I don't love the overarching plot thing about it. But overall, I think it was a very entertaining story, and I think the core moment, aside from his plan kind of being stupid, the mysterious unspecified, unnamed Tiger Thyron impersonating Sheng Huang. I think it was pretty cool. I think all the characters were pretty cool. I don't think anyone was particularly bad aside from like the Exaltus. The narrator was awesome. Just narrating the parts of this movie. The entire production of it having like that little end cut, image when a battle was finished, or having the little clapper. Sorry, I dropped something. Yeah, that was good. I like that little the little touches they did to make it feel more special, and I appreciate that desire to like make a little agent story actually like referential to movies, even if it's like, I think it's referential in the broadest way possible, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's even more references I just wouldn't understand as someone who doesn't watch movies like that, even though they're probably really cool. I just don't watch much movies, just generally, let alone Hong Kong action flicks. But still, yeah, narrator was awesome. The director I quite enjoyed. Said he was like a sort of sleazy sort of guy, but also tried to be an auteur, but very accepting of being bad at his job, and probably mostly in it for money, which is, I guess, fair enough. But you know, it makes him relatively unlikable and very easily seeable as fake. But you know, he's still just a guy doing his thing, so doesn't deserve to be eaten and turned into ethereal. And he was very entertaining. I quite liked his personality, and you know, his remarks that like the fake Shang Huang. I think before his reveal, he was also a very entertaining character. I think he played the role very well as like a someone who wants to be well regarded actor, but it's also, you know, egotistical, as actors probably are. And so he played that role well. Maybe a bit of it was pretty genuine, part of his personality. There were some things, yeah, of course it makes sense that kids were in here, but you know, they were in the hollow. Also, there was that one remark about child labor laws, and that almost feels like, yeah, you know, child labor is kind of legal, you just need to do this extra paperwork. That would be funny. That was funny, if that implication was accurate. Honestly, still not convinced Jufu's any older than 16. I could easily see 16 being, yeah, you're legally an adult now. I could see 15 being the same thing. Like I'm entirely willing to believe a lot of the characters are like anime 15-year-olds where they look like grown adults. Because I don't know, it's just the style. Everyone looks extra young because they do the typical young things, or typical anime design of everything being bigger and rounder, which, you know, makes them look younger. So I do think if you think Jufufu doesn't look like a kid, that's being a bit willfully dense, but that's besides the point. Otherwise, aside from that little minor thing, yeah, it's an unintentional pun, but I'll take it. Fufu was an entertaining character. I like her quite a bit. She is childish. She has a squeaky voice, so she comes off as someone who's not even through puberty yet. So it makes her seem immature, but she's actually very, you know, mature and responsible, despite her outward presentation. Even if she's not truly the sharpest tool in this shed, she is still smart. Well, at the very least responsible, and knows what she should be doing, and takes it seriously. Even if she's a fan, the fighting stuff, or saying words at this moment. Just saying words. Just saying words to say words is what I mean. Look at that. Yeah, I guess we don't fill up the top shelves. I was noticing that. Anyway. Yeah. I just think all the characters were entertaining. The dialogue actually hit for me. I thought this was a very successfully entertaining agent story, so I do rank it highly compared to other agent stories that were both serious and probably not entertaining to me at all. So, you know, I think it's up there with Ellen's. It's maybe it's past Ellen. I need to replay Ellen's, but I think I still like Ellen most as a character, but maybe this story overall I find better. I think Ellen's felt very short, and which might be part of why I don't rate it highly. But oh yeah, Ellen's also didn't have a 3D cutscene, so that goes into feeling like it was sort of rushed and not given much. But Ellen is just, as a character, is really funny, so I rate Jufufu's story overall around Ellen's, because I just love Ellen so much. So I still like Ellen more, but I think Jufufu is still really good and is up there with near Ellen. And I think the story as a whole is probably better than it. Not sure how much better, but yeah. I think my biggest criticism is probably how figuring out how the mysterious Tiger Thyron's plan actually was laid out. The explanation of the Super Tiger Wenjin was also very, I think, stupid, lame even. It did become pretty clear that the plot of the actual movie itself was, or at least parts of it, was actually referential to his actual scheme, which is, you know, maybe it's not the most unique thing, but it's still, you know, good. I think it's a good aspect to it. But yeah, it's hard to tell if its plan actually comes together in a reasonable manner. And just their explanation, I think I did understand how it worked, but they just were super wordy, and it's hard to tell if like the translation just made it more complicated than it needed to be. So that kind of sucked. But yeah, it was like a super wenjin that can only be used by Tiger Thyrans that I guess turned people into ethereals, and you can also eat other Tiger Thyrans to get stronger. That's the gist of what I got from the bell. Cool. That's a weird artifact that it seems like most of the Tiger Thyrans are probably dead. Good luck, Fufu. You will be needed in the future. Sorry. That was a weird joke. It'd be interesting if we see any other Tiger Thyrans. It seems like they were actually like a tribe of individuals. I think they mentioned being on the mountains, so yeah. They probably... And it seems like a hollow consumed their land, and they didn't want to... And they still struggle to use the Super Tiger Wenjin to, you know, eat other Tiger Tyrants, I guess, to make a super soldier. That was probably the implication of their plan. But yeah, everyone has a nice tragic backstory, and Jufufu's is her whole clan was devoured by a hollow. Fair enough. Probably not the whole clan. There's probably still Tiger Tyrants out there, but yeah, I mean, probably plenty away from home. But yeah, he was also evidently eating some, and there were still, I think, multiple actors, right? At least one actress was referenced by Jufufu herself, I believe. I think it was during the main story. If you played as Jufufu, you could maybe check on something that talked about an actress that inspired her. Oh wait, except that she was a fake Tiger Thyran. That was something that disappointed her, right? I remember now. Yeah, that guy was a real Tiger Thyran. But yeah, it's hard to know how many actually exist because they won't explain that to us, but there's probably very few. Could be single digits. Double digits would already be an alarmingly low number of people. But yeah. Hush. Oh yeah. Sorry, my main coon Thyran is yelling at me. Yeah, overall, yeah, I really liked this agent story. It was just fun, and I just found it really enjoyable above everything else. And I think for the most part, while the plans are probably convoluted and maybe don't make sense when you break them down, I think the characters themselves are pretty good. I think everyone was strong, and which is good for like side characters you're introducing now. And well, I don't think Panyan Hu really counts as being in here, but yeah, we can Ijuan again, very entertaining. It's very serious. She actually came off as aloof, more so. She had meaning to her words, but she came off as still being a person with her own self-interest, not just a purely stoic master of her mystic arts. But in the end, it'd be nice to have a actress, but hard to say how much of it was her putting on a facade and how much of it was genuine. Yeah, that'd be cool. I've already forgot. I feel so stupid because I that last line was entertaining to me, and I've already forgot what it was. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't have audio output open, so I just want to check the last line from Yizhuan. It entertained me, but I just... Yeah. And the last thing she says in this entire story is, "Remember to feed the bird for me." Yeah, thank you. She is very serious and moving with her words, and then she's like, "Clean up after the bird." Yeah, I think Yizhuan is a very cool and entertaining character. Not just, she has more to her than just being a master. All right, I did not press that button, by the way. I just plugged in my other controller to reconnect. But yeah, anyway, I don't think I'm actually done here, right? I do want to finish this, so let's see where in like the main story this is meaningful. We're almost out though, almost out. Just a bit more, but yeah, it's story content and it's relevant to Fufu, and so yeah. 3 hours in. I can assume that's like dun 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 dun. Triumphant hero entrance music. Yunquei Summit has no lack of talents. All heroes in their own right. And for High Preceptor Yizhuan's most senior disciple, Fufu, she is the best of the best. On this day, Senior Fufu returned from another demon-slaying mission. Gurgle. Every time I come back from the hollow, my stomach starts growling. Heroes can feed on corrupt ether, but we mystics can't live on spiritual energy alone. We need real food. Alright, that was I think a line from the little synopsis at the start of this, which I didn't read, but I read at the beginning of the stream. So that was like 3 hours ago. Thank goodness Junior Yun cooked something for me. I'll go find him right away. That's whatever. Alright. Yeah, I still feel like this is anachronistic. Since I did finish the temple before doing the agent story. Or it was starting to get renovated at all. It's a minor thing though, whatever. It's not like they undo it just for this cutscenes. I mean, they totally could have, but you know, they just didn't, which is whatever. Yin-hoo! Senior Fufu, you look all worn out. Just got back from a mission, huh? I'm sorry. Come on. Excuse me? Let me guess. You're here for my cooking again? You got that right. You're such a thoughtful junior. Oh, right now I've got a job from Shifu to clear out ethereals in a hollow. It's not exactly a tough mission, but I really can't afford to waste any time. Why don't you get rest in the temple for a bit? I'll come back and cook something just for you. Gurgle. My stomach doesn't seem to agree. I've got a plan. How about I take on your mission while you stay home at the temple and cook for me? I don't think this is a good idea. Stomach growling. My tummy begs to differ. Don't worry, I'll be back with like lightning before the food's even done cooking. Fufu strikes like lightning for Yunhu's special cooking. Alright, good story. Yeah, you are sending me back to my TV. After 4th hit of basic attack, if Huawei's present, trigger chain attack. Cool. That sounds rad. Ah, cool. And it's a solo adventure. Fair enough. Sorry. Yeah, overall, I don't know. I think I'm summarizing something, but I can't tell. I can talk about Jufufu herself. She looks fine, honestly. People said Jufufu is fun, but I don't know. She looks cool. She seems fine enough. And she has things going for her. Like, you can play her on field if you want to. Which you couldn't quite do for other characters. Oh, isn't that supposed to do something? Yeah, okay. I guess if I proc, No, I have no idea how it works. I appreciate the Briar, like, spam. That was a nice basic attack. That definitely would drag a small enemy out of it if you did it on a group. It probably would never come up though, since it's a bang boo chain attack, but that would be annoying in like GU. But yeah, you probably would never use it. Or even end up using it incidentally, so yeah. It would only be used for me right now because I'm doing a solo agent. Cool. Wow, there are 8 of these. No, more like 4 battles in some story. Tiger descending the mountain 3, part 3. Whether you're crafting Dan or drawing talismans, you can't do without various herbs found in the mountains. But in the Wi-Fi Peninsula, you'll have to rely on Peace Herbal in the city for your medicinal supplies. Okay. Something else I wanted to note is the misspellings. I just remembered that. Just the mislabeled words. I did see someone on Reddit pointed out before. So I was wondering if it was bad. I think it was pretty bad. It was like super noticeable. Like things like missing the full stop on. Oh, okay. She was looking at pixels for a second. She kind of still is. But yeah, just even small things like missing the period and like Mr. But then also, I think it is bigger with like all the Bellion errors. Like Bellion was really egregious. I think, just missing parentheses, extra letters and words, missing letters again. You know, misspellings and missing spaces. Like that was egregious because it was like all at once and like a big splotch. That was weird. I just don't understand how that happened like so badly. It just needs one other person to run through all the text, like just lay out all the written text that's within the game itself somehow. Like you don't need to like have all these big cutscenes, but then, you know, hopefully have a tester who is actually going through it and preferably reading through it just to make sure. All right, 3 tales of. Okay, I don't know. I will do this. Tael. Okay. A weight used in China and East Asia, a varying amount, but fixed in China at 50 grams. About 1 3/4 ounce. A former Chinese monetary unit based on the value of tael in standard silver. Okay, so yeah. It is a weight about 50 grams. Okay. Also, I didn't read that. I wanted to, though. Tails of pork belly, 2 kilos of crayfish. Alright. Wait, no, what are you thinking, Fufu? Wait until you help Shifu get all the medicinal herbs for this mountain. Then reward yourself with some tasty treats. 3 tails of dust cleansing grass, 4 corn of heart purifying flowers. Alright, she's remembering. Getting distracted by food, right. Alright, so this series of battles is probably going to be referential to how, supposedly, Fufu eats a lot. Medicinal, right? Name on that? No, it's just the letter B. I think that's not the letter B. Kind of looks like the letter B, though. Definitely not the letter B, though. It's like 2 symbols. Or like a whole symbol. That has 2 parts to it. And na. Ah, dear Fufu. Here to get more herbs for your Shifu. Today's prescription. And na. Let's see. 3 tails for purifying salt. Looks like nothing's changed. And now wada. Besides health tonics, these must be ingredients for alchemy and talisman making. And nah. Oh no, so forgetful these days. And not be able to stock one of these herbs soon. Can I help? And not really surprising though, since that herb was originally gathered from the shores covered by the Lemnian Hollow. On the edge of the hollow, on a small uncovered stretch of coast, that's exactly where this medicinal herb grows. We used to rely on this island workers and mines to bring back, but recently the hollow expanded the edges and swallowed up that whole coastline. The risk and the cost of gathering herbs in the hollow just aren't worth it. But we probably won't be able to get supply ingredients for a while. Leave the herb gathering mission to me. It was hard to tell if he was doing what he was doing in the main story and actually mumbling to himself rather than actually talking to her. It was hard to tell. I think he was supposed to be talking to her, but some of the wording made it look like he was just mumbling to himself. Legend has it that someone once sailed across treacherous seas to ask the immortals about the elixir. For Shifu's prescription, Fufu will brave the seas without fear. Man, this goes by in like 10 minutes if I don't waste my time like this. Like, holy crap, it's like a little side missions, man. Do I really gotta read every... Oh yeah, kinda. I prefer to. Alright, pick one. I couldn't figure out the other one, to be honest, so feels foolish to pick with this one. After Fufu activates Offensive Assist or EX Special Attack, she can chain it into a 4th hit of her basic attack. Sure. I assume she has a 4th hit of her basic attack that's locked behind certain actions, which is why I couldn't activate it all the time. I think I activated it once. It was hard to tell. I thought her 4th hit basic attack was like the hold input after her spam. Getting a little hungry myself. I had a bowl of cereal though, so I'm fine. Cool. Chain attack. Wow, that killed you. Dang, why are you turning? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought it... I didn't realize it was so short. Ah, cool. Double chain. Oh, never mind then. He killed, so I didn't get my chain attack. Oh yeah, so that is a 4th hit basic attack. It just didn't cause the explosions like I thought it would. That's funny. That was an epic wipeout. Man, it couldn't even blink around back to me. It was just in the ground fully. Alright. That power-up was nicer. It was more understandable and usable. These are sort of the missions of all time. At least you can actually... It's a reminder that you can actually play Fufu. Something you can't really say about characters. I'm still so mad about Pulchra's design, man. Like, again, at least Fufu has some, like, on-field mechanics. It's just so frustrating that they just gave Pulchra abilities you just should never level up. I think it's just a cringe design philosophy, or just to create characters like that. You just have no ways of doing differently. Like, Astra changes up. You don't really play Astra differently, but she changes up how you play other characters, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you can't even pretend to play someone like Pulchra. I mean, you can pretend, but like it's so like terrible. It's like actively the worst thing ever you could do. And Bellion. Today's training mission: investigate and eliminate the exhausters currently operating in the Lemnian Hollow. Huh? Today's daily mission seems a bit different from before. Should we check the mission details with Shifu? Alright, I guess we are. H1. Fufu. Perfect timing. Today's mission seems a bit different. So you notice that, as expected of my smart and quick-witted first disciple. Today's daily mission won't be too difficult, but it'll be the start of a series of operations to come. We're heading down the mountain with a mission, and you must be ready for it. No, of course I know. You're Addy. You're Addy, always ready. What the heck? Oh, I know. You're always ready. That's definitely what it meant. What the heck was this typo? It was just 80Y. It was just the 80Y. How did that even happen, man? Fufu never slacks off. Each and every daily moment is hard to come by. And Fufu is the disciple who understands this truth the best. At least better than her laid-back Shifu. Fufu, use your tigerly strength to quell the turbulent winds of the Lemian Hollow. Wow. Alright. Alright, pick on the new one is up here, I believe, right? No, it's this one. If she's not the active character, it'll trigger attack assist. Wait. Okay. I was worried about that. Alright, so you are playing her with Yijuan, so you can actually trigger her tag assist. Wow. I don't care about tag assist, man. I don't get it. Replaces your quick assist input, but now you take damage because you wanted it perfect assist, and instead you're standing around on the same character like an idiot, and you don't have any iframes, so now you're hit. I don't know. Tag assist is weird. I think it's a bit botched. You don't really feel it either because you're attacking with someone you're not controlling. They're visually on the field, but they're not doing much. At least that's how it normally feels.
Whoa, let's make this quick.
I was wondering why she wouldn't. Hey, cool.
Step back. Let me handle it. What a nuisance. Shift. Swift yet still.
I was doing a hold input because I was spamming the button. Hey, so why is she on the field?
Well done, Fufu.
Man, I couldn't even use a skill I got. That's whatever then. I was just really trying to like play around to get that skill to activate. I think I did it once, but I think I ran out when I actually clicked, when I actually saw the icon on my right. Also, wow, I almost never have a red bar in my connection. That's awful. Like, what's happening? Well, I'm streaming. That's probably what's happening. Oh, it's embarrassing. All right. That was the third fight, right? So this should be the last one. Yeah, okay, cool. The last story. I didn't read this at all. Every precious daily moment must be cherished, and each day's training cannot be neglected. Dragon Descending the Mountain, Part 7. Shifu's showing up for morning lessons for once. The senior disciple can't be late. Cool. That was just going to be the same format. Dialogue. Run to point dialogue, which, yeah, alright. Crap. By my count, morning class must have started already. It's all because Huwei went out late at night throwing a tantrum and making a scene. So it's like, Huwei's alive? But I bet Shifu didn't disappoint and was late as usual, missing morning lessons with everyone. No, that's down inside the temple. Oh wait, where are you? Why am I here? Hey, Shifu. What's going on, Shifu? Ether flows like formless clouds, and those who can harness the techniques are like cloud tamers. The key to mastering these ethereal clouds lies in... Did everyone catch those tips and tricks about techniques I just shared? Got it, Shifu! Everyone's quick to say, I got it. But how many of you can actually pull off these techniques when it counts? You can be like cloud tamers. Well, there are indeed a few things I don't quite understand, but knowing how busy you are with official duty, Shifu, I feel awkward taking up your time. Senior Yinhe is right. Shifu has countless matters to attend to, so how could we let our foolishness delay Shifu's important business? I was thinking the same thing. I'm deeply touched that all my disciples care so much about my feelings. While official duties cannot be neglected, the training of our disciples is even more pressing and cannot be delayed. Shifu's actually giving morning lessons? Perfect timing, Fufu. Dear disciples, your savior has arrived. While my time may be precious, there's no pressure to waste your Fufu's time, right? What the heck? My time might be precious, but her time isn't, right? What do you mean there's no pressure? So, my dear disciples, for any questions about your training, just hit up Senior Fufu. She's got both skills and the heart to help. You can always count on me. But book smarts only get you so far. How about Fufu takes you juniors to the Hollow for some hands-on practice? I'm sure you would love to witness your Senior Fufu's battle elegance. Senior Fufu was the best! Whatever you say, Senior Fufu. Yay! Totally not, because I wanted Fufu to handle the extermination mission from the association while we're at it, I swear. It's totally not because I wanted Fufu to handle the extermination mission from the association while we're at it, I swear. Looks like I fell for Shifu's tricks again. I don't know, that dialogue was worded in a way that felt weird and feels like a way she wouldn't express it. I don't know. If it was spoken, it maybe hit different, but yeah. After explaining the details of the hands-on training assignment, Shifu vanished like a cloud in the wind. Regardless of Shifu's intentions, I can't show any weakness in front of the juniors. I shall lead them to clear out the ethereals in the hollow and show off my awesome techniques and martial skills. Yeah, okay. I was. And final one. I only pick one? Cool. Oh, this means I do it with Candy and Ho, right? Yeah, this one is better. Offensive assist. That's weird. I don't know what it means by offensive assist. Oh, wow, she's still here. She's not supposed to be here. Come on, that's not canon. Hold on. Never mind. I thought I had a burp. Anyway. Each one's entertaining. She's a bit of a slacker herself. That's funny. So. Right. Yeah. But yeah, the phrasing and wording was just off. She's not too, like, upfront with, you know, when she's being cheeky. Oh, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting it to kill, or Valiant to kill. Whoa, what happened to the enemies?
What a nuisance. Obliterate form and spirit. Get him.
I learned from the best.
Oh, Not sure was a fight. Hey, look, you can perfectly see the little seal thing she does. Yeah. I guess that sure were fights. Kind of wish they had any form of challenge to them. Especially if you're using trial characters. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this heroic exit music. Yunquei Summit has no lack of talent. All heroes in their own right. And for High Preceptor Ijuan's most senior disciple, Fufu, she is a tiger among people. But regardless of how fierce the little tiger is, they're still little. This senior sister may not be big, but she protects her juniors and never shirks her duties. Dun 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 dun. Heroic exit music. Oh, it's funny. They had fun making those little black and white text on black backgrounds. And done. Well, that sure was something. I remember when they used to have a little shop in anyway. Man, Trigger had her whole little mini game. Anyway, that was it. That sure was something. See daily activities between Fufu and Fufu with Suiben Temple doing her duties. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, people talked about Fufu versus Sokaku. Yeah, Sokaku beats Fufu hands down in an eating competition. Like, there's like no contest. Like, Fufu has restraint. I don't think Sokaku quite has the same. Anyway, I think that's all. That's it. That's it for Nom Nom Nom's Digimon Time Stranger reaction, as well as Fufu's agent story, I guess. I think it's about all I'd say. I might do streams maybe if I feel like talking. That's something I wanted to mention. Maybe I will do future streams just chilling out, maybe hanging around with me and my thoughts in the empty void of an empty YouTube stream. Unfortunately, I think the quality of my computer can handle isn't quite good for making actual content on YouTube, which is unfortunate. Just not quite a good computer. So, not quite a good computer at all, seeing as it's from, I swear, 2018. And, you know, if that's the case, then yeah. It could be 2019, but yeah. That's what it is. At least it can run Zenless 0. At least that doesn't matter. I care about. I could do Deadly Assault runs. I think I might do that off stream so I can just go back to relaxing and maybe watching YouTube myself. Still, I had a wonderful time. I'm glad Jufufu's agent story left me feeling nice. Good. It was a fun time. Not like challenge. It still has issues. There's still like, I think, issues with like some core designs of agent stories right now. Like just the text and the speed you can kill enemies. You can just miss out dialogue. And like, it's for the purposes of entertainment. You know, it'd be nice to not miss any jokes that maybe I would actually find funny. Maybe I just missed it because, you know, I killed the enemies too fast. That's kind of dumb, to be honest, to be able to just miss things because you kill too fast. I don't know. They just need better balancing around it. They need to fix like the weird delay issue for the English dialogue. That's still so frustrating. Anyway, what else? I think when I was mentioning like a chill relax stream, I meant it for doing the tower, because that's something else. There are a few things I do want to do. Maybe I will, and hopefully I will actually pay attention. Unfortunately, yeah, my computer still sucks, which is frustrating because I would like to make ZZZ content, but if my computer just isn't good, that's just a bad idea and just lowers the probably watchability of it for other people, which is a shame. Like, would you rather watch like my sub 30, if even sometimes 20 FPS gameplay, or just watch someone else play on like normal hardware, just hitting 60 FPS, not looking like a screen full of pixels? Yeah, I know. It does suck. It's a bit of a deterrent to actually making ZZZ content, though I think the biggest deterrent is still my laziness, because I mean, If it was a real deterrent, I probably wouldn't have made anything, but I still do. At Nam2, if you want to see these videos, go shout out to shouting out my video on Rena. I'm very happy with that one. It's a very lazy sort of content. It's just a ringer clear, but I spent a decent amount of time editing in text describing the fight as I go on and what I like about the team of Rena, Bernice, Grace, and how maybe some small things you can go about to play the team differently. Grace at M0, and unfortunately Bernice at M2 with really good discs though. But I think Grace her compiler and Bernice was on Whipping Gemini, even though I have like alternatives that could run. Still, strong. Yeah, it cleared comfortably at 29,000. So I think even without Mindscapes, you could still clear Bringer with this team. All right, buffs be willing, but I think the current buff would be willing. So yeah, I definitely recommend the team if you just happen to already have Bernice. You probably have a much stronger anomaly at this point in the game. If you somehow have Bernice, like you would probably have Vivian. You'd probably replace her with Vivian for your other anomaly teams. But if you somehow only have Bernice, I'd recommend playing Rena and Grace with her. If you need your other characters to fill out a roster, because they can clear Bringer. He's very prone to anomalies and disorders specifically. And I'd recommend my video, Quick Swap Queen. And man, I can't speak. I don't know why I try to do streaming. But yeah, Quick Swap Queen Rena. Bringer 29k on Nom 2. Just goes over some things. Talks about how you can swap to Rena and immediately swap into a perfect assist with another character. So you can, it's not too much trouble. It's extra work and you have to be thinking about it, but it's actually not that hard to actually maintain Rena's buff, which is really cool. And I think being knowledgeable of it and changing how you play the game just to keep up that buff, I think is really fun. So I highly recommend the team. Check out the video. Even though this video, I'm not sharing it around, so it's not going to be getting views. So if anyone happens to see it, actually be here at this part. Anyway, hopefully maybe I will actually have a nice chill tower climbing stream. Otherwise I would continue that off stream, because I think I would want to get to 400 on the limited tower. And especially I wanted to try out floor -1, because I'm a Coletta DPS player. I gotta get doing the big challenges with Coletta DPS, right? Fortunately, I don't find tower that fun. It's Reset City, especially if you try to do it without Caesar, which is frustrating more than anything. But yeah. That all said, I think that's it for me today. Thanks, anyone who was watching, for watching. I hope you had a wonderful day, week, night, day, month, year. And I hope you have a good following of those. So, yeah. Goodbye. I know, I'm an idiot. I hit the BRB instead of outro. Dang it.